Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 43 of Malt and Magic Campaign 2. Yes, I am back. We are going with our final episode of 2023, so I'm very much looking forward to this. I apologise again for last week and my minor family emergency that we had to go and sort out, but massive love to all of the guys for picking that up last week and running with it for a very entertaining finale. To that particular session, and some bizarre accents which we were all just discussing, but a lot of fun. So I'm not going to mess around too much tonight because we are slightly late starting as well, but let's run down my usual shout outs and thank yous. So a big shout out and thank you to Incarnate, Elbow Radio and Dungeon Alchemist for all things virtual tabletop and mapping. A big thank you to Hero Forge for sort of character visuals and token generation, but also to some of the OpenAI tools for that as well. Big shout out to D&D Beyond for all things sort of character management, D&D management, everything there. And then there's the DM's tools that I use in the background, so a big thank you to Kasoon, 5e Magic Shop, 2 Minutes Tools, the Thieves Guild and World Anvil. Now the musical tracks you'll hear and the sound effects that you will hopefully hear during the session are courtesy of either Tabletop Audio or BattleBards, so please go and give both of those platforms a huge check out and just go see what they're about. Tabletop Audio, as I said before, is free pretty much for the majority of it, and BattleBards is not a very expensive subscription either, but I believe some of their assets are also available for free as well, so yeah, go check them out and use them in your own games or your own radio plays or whatever you're doing, and just enjoy them. As it says on screen there, please go and check out the various social media channels that you can see at the bottom there. So Twitter, or X as I probably should start calling it, I just can't bring myself to call it X. Instagram and Threads, and then hopefully you're here with us on Twitch or YouTube. We are live on both platforms right now. And there is the TikTok channel as well. I try and get English words out of my mouth. Not too much activity on the TikTok channel recently, but I will fix that in the new year as well. There's a few clips from previous episodes that we definitely need to get up, so please go and check all of those out. And if you're not already there, please come and join us on our Discord server as well. That is where all the action takes place in terms of DM's workshops that we do with Homie the Dude, or fan art that comes through, and theories and homebrews. I have not done a Campaign 1 homebrew in a long time. I am going to aim to get one out tomorrow, just as a final sort of Christmas gift from the DM to you all, because I think the next one is one of the juiciest as well, one of our big endgame type homebrews. So it was a lot of fun had with them. And yes, please come and join us on the Discord server and check all of that out. Now, the VOD for this episode will go out on Friday, very close to Christmas. So if you are looking for things to do over the festive period, then please come and watch us again if you haven't already enjoyed it so much. But if you can't get the VOD on YouTube for whatever reason, you are travelling, or you just prefer to listen in audio format, then please go and check out the podcast on the various different platforms as well. Yeah, podcast listen's still up. I know there was a slight delay in getting the video and the podcast out this week. It's been a crazy week for us all, so just apologies for that, but hopefully everybody's clocked on. It was great to see some of the stats coming through from the different platforms as well, all those wrapped at the end of the years and stuff, so I will get the podcast statistics over to our social media wizard and get them posted, just so you can all see how much support you've given us. But thank you for all the support we've had in 2023. Ultimately, it's been the first full year of Campaign 2, would you believe? We've been doing this campaign for a full year now. And I suppose then my final thank you is to the two gentlemen that will be joining us again tonight. So a huge thank you to Homie and the Dude for all their support, all their love, and all their energy that they bring. And it would be remiss of me at Christmas not to say a huge thank you to both Dave and Danny, and massive amount of love to the both for being awesome players and making this stream what it is as well. And with that, I will stop buttering them up as I'm getting kisses blown at me in the background there, and let's go see what madness we have to do for our final session. So my usual warnings most definitely apply. There will be adult language and adult humour. You've definitely been warned. Let's roll. Hello,
Hello, everybody.
I think, yeah, we might as well do that now. Merry Christmas, everyone, because we're not
Merry
going to see each
Christmas.
other until after Christmas.
Happy
So Merry
holidays,
Christmas,
whichever
Happy
one
New
it
Year.
is.
Yeah, happy holidays, all of that sort of stuff. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Happy Drunk Fest. If it's
Don't try and name them all
Happy-
because
yeah.
we'll forget one and offend someone. So
Yeah, well, apologies if I missed one there, but yes. Very good. Let's run down the lineup very quick. So I am Matt. I am your Dungeon Master. I am going to be here this evening. And I'm also playing the sidekick character, and will continue to play the sidekick character of Mace to give Tom a break from having to do a very dodgy British sort of accent.
shots fired early there. I thought it was good.
No.
Well, no, my version is dodgy. So I put it on Tom as well. It made it even worse. So, oh bless you. No, thank you for doing that.
Fully deserved. Hello, I am Dave, and I am playing Jewel of Shadows, the female Tabaxi rogue, and I'm looking forward to tonight's episode. Let's make it a banger.
Absolutely.
Hello, I'm Danny, and I play Lex, and I do a embarrassingly bad American accent in front of two natives on a weekly basis.
I think it's good. I actually think it's really good.
Oh, good. Okay. Thank you for the sympathy.
There you go. That's all the validation you needed, Danny.
Yeah, tick.
I'm Tom. I play Cavan Buckland, a human barbarian, and I'm the American that does the dodge. My accents are not good, so whatever accent you throw my way, just apologies to everyone in advance.
I might have to throw random NPCs Tom's way now.
I was actually Welsh. She just doesn't tell me about it.
What is up, everyone? I'm Bodhi from Homie and the Dude, and I'm playing Edgiest Bones, your favorite bard sorcerer. And I am shocking at accents, except for my German accent, which is all about disco and finding the time for yourself, because mental health is important, yeah. But I actually just wanted to have a quick say. I just wanted to, from Homie and the Dude, thank the Malt Magic crew. It has been such an honor and a pleasure to be able to be part of this incredible story, to join your guys' incredible characters, to be a part of this world that you've created, Matt. I think just all around, this has been, like, I used to hate Mondays, and now I cannot wait for Mondays. They are
why do you think we picked Mondays? Because, you know, it means we have something to look forward to on a Monday.
But yeah,
absolute highlight
guys,
of the week. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's been a fucking honor and a pleasure, and I look forward to 2024, where we can just keep bringing this story to the incredible climaxes that it seems to be regularly. Sorry.
You can't put your finger there.
Oh, we're starting that one already, are we? Oh dear. Fucking 15 minutes in. Oh, brilliant. No, look, Tom, Bodhi, thank you so much. I am super, super excited to see what we get up to in 2024, not just with sort of Malt Magic, but alongside Homie and the Dude as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Cool. Let's run down a bit of a recap from last week. Now, I'm going to do part of it, and as I said, I'm going to hand the other bit over to the team to do the rest of the quick summary of what was discussed, because I missed part of it, and I've only managed to catch up on so much of it, and then joined at the end to find some, strange German accents being discovered. But last week, we began with our sort of revelation post getting back to Dryad's Gate and having sort of Cavan and Bodhi, Cavan and Edgius sat on the roof and having that heart-to-heart, fucking forgetting my players' names already, Jesus. And sort of the aftermath of Jules' discoveries, the aftermath of the encounter with the guards as well, and just deciding what to do next. Where do we go? Who do we speak to? It was decided to sort of uncover a little bit more around each other first. So what had Cavan been doing, and who is this Mace character? Still forgot the druid NPC, Daryl, who's now been called Daryl, and that's sticking, even though I did give them another name, but it's fine, it's Daryl now. It will be a middle name. So yes, discovered a little bit more around Mace, and then went to have a discussion with Brom of the Moors just to tell them around what had happened. There was a brief encounter with the poor elderly woman who had retired long ago but is now being sent back to Elogius's to be the receptionist of the Danger Protection Agency, as she likes to call it. And yes, then we finally got to Brom and told him all. There was a bit of suspicion around whether Brom would be in it, having been or be in on it, having been the close confidant or the person who liaised with Mort Tacey's elders more than anybody else. But Brom was very receptive and actually quite concerned around what was discovered and what was told. Explained to you that he would reach out actually to the Joint Council of Aelin and Dryad's Gate to start to put plans into action to remove said elders, if that was so needed, and put Mors Tacey under some form of martial law. You offered your services to go and figure out some more information and find proof, find evidence of the elders' misdoings and wrongdoings. And that is where we then began to plan. And this is where I now hand over to the rest of you to just do a quick sort of 5-10 minute summary, not even that long, of what was then discussed around what the next steps were.
I mean, so one of the things to cover is also we did realise that there is going to be a lot of information at Jules' original village as to that's where M came from. That's my understanding.
That was a big revelation, yeah.
A big revelation prior to our planning.
Yeah,
so we have obviously decided that is crucial, but we need to gather the more information from the elders. So we are planning to go back to Mors Tacey knowing that we are unwelcome, and by that we mean we don't quite know whether that means that they will simply attack us on sight or otherwise. We just don't want to be seen, and we're going to try and grab Dragon. But first we are doing some recon as to where they go when they leave. We don't believe that we can get them in their place of work. So as they leave and go home, we want to recon all of that and find out if it's going to be best to grab them on the way home or at home. And then there is currently a little bit of undecided decision making as to whether we do that and then wait for the following day, or whether we just go, fuck it, let's go. If so, then that would probably be a overnight grab from the house. Mm-hmm. What else did I miss?
Also, we are currently on the hunt for some anti-magic handcuffs, which we were going to the store where I got the scrolls, the scrying scroll and my Misty Step spell from. We also cannoned that Mace can cast Dispel Magic.
Bear with me.
Try and slip that one under the net.
Just gonna slide that one in there. We also talked about getting into costume. So Lex and Cavan and I are sorting costumes while Jewel goes and procures the items that we need. We talked about anti-magic handcuffs, normal handcuffs, some more rope, even though I believe we have 100 feet between Lex and Cavan.
We've got a lot
currently.
of rope, yeah.
And then we were going to also, when we got to Mors Tacey, if necessary, if we felt like the escape required it, look to purchase a cart from someone was something that we were considering doing. I think
that was going to be, was that going to be Maze and Cavan go and find a cart?
Yes.
Because that was going to be easier, and I know it's very simple, but it would also just be, and we might even be able to just grab this from our office, but some rags to basically use as a gag to stop them from being able to say much or yell out. So we are trying to kidnap them so that we can interrogate them later.
Yeah. Maybe a tarp as well, something to cover them in the cart. True,
I was assuming that it was probably going to be a cart with, but yes, you're quite right. It probably does need to be at the very least, by some Hessian sack or something to go over them. So
yeah.
Get in. Sorry, Leicester City are also playing tonight, and we're now 1-0 up. So
go on, Leicester, you fucking go on. Kick him in the dick.
Wrong
We
game.
hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. Sorry. I just.
I'm glad you've said that team as well, because my brother-in-law supports Tottenham, and if he ever watches that, that is now immortalised on here.
It's the only football chant I know. It's literally the only one I know.
Yeah, well, you pick the best
both.
team to do a chant about, so they're shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
We're going to have
Nailed
to
it.
take you to a game, I think. Very good. Carry on, sorry.
Well, I think the only thing we possibly left off was so Lex and Cavan are currently having their hair and makeup and pedicures, and Jewel is heading off to the shop, possibly with Edges following. No, Edges was helping do set.
Edges is helping me with my
Yeah,
costume.
so got a description as to where to go for the magical cuffs or shackles, but would also just try not necessarily a blacksmith, but it might be, but just sort of weaponsmith, where they would get the required things. The bolus is something that she's actually going to be looking for, as well as all those other things just to help. And that's where we're at. I'm more than happy
Very
also
good.
because we're all really interested to do that. I'm happy to just skip the shop bit if you want. I don't mind.
It's fine. We can do that very, very quickly. So, just for the sake of Mace, excuse me,
He needs a
because
costume too,
Dispel
we
Magic
decided,
is a
didn't we?
third level spell. He
Exactly.
doesn't currently have access.
He's a high level spellcaster.
Lex
so-
has Dispel Magic. I think we took the piss even more and said he could enchant normal handcuffs and make them anti-magic handcuffs.
I think we're simply going to have
That's
to
the
ask
level.
the shopkeeper for some already made, otherwise
So,
that's going to be it.
What I have done to balance this slightly, he now has a homebrewed item I've homebrewed in the last 4 seconds called a Ring of Dispel Magic that allows him to cast the spell once per day.
Hey.
Go on,
Okay,
my guy.
just as a thank you for last week.
You don't ask, you don't get,
yes.
gentlemen. You don't ask, you don't get.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Exactly.
I'm getting the commentary on the football from my father now, and I'm just like, I'm not watching it. I can't watch it. So
Shut up, Roy.
Excuse me, why is he not watching this? Yeah, he's getting his priorities
he
right.
is. I promise you, he's multitasking. He's going to have one on YouTube and the other on Sky Sports and all over the place. So, or your sports channel of choice. But yes, very well. So yes, whoever's quickly going to the Sorcerer's Sundries, you may go and do so. Yeah, exactly. Priorities. My priorities are here, and it's my football team, right? Yeah, I'm here. Very good. So yes, who was going to Solbracker's Sorcerer's Sundries? Was it Edius and Jewel?
No, Edges is staying. I
Edges
think
is
Jewel
helping
is
with
doing the full
makeup.
shop run.
Jewel is doing it herself.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. So you bomb your way over to Solbracker's Sorcerer's Sundries, quickly in the door, say hello to the shopkeeper, and remind me of the items you then wanted.
I mean, from there, then I'm guessing it would be requesting. Okay, so hang on a minute, because there might have been a couple of others. So, the enchanted cuffs, if they can do it, but also that was also where you only got the scrolls, or did you also get potions there?
I got scrolls. I didn't get any
Potions
potions, but we
was good
said
shout.
I was going to say
we said that they might want
potions are healing, but also maybe just go. I don't know if you got anything fun.
I'll tell you what wouldn't go amiss: a potion of silence for Captain Metal Limp. Clank, clank, clank. He might-
Well, no, because
good point.
again, they no one knows about Mace.
Yeah.
So
True.
he's going to be our getaway driver, and therefore not going to need
Shame.
to be.
Let's get wheels on him so we can use him like a Segway.
Transformer that bitch. Let's fucking Optimus Prime this motherfucker.
One ridiculous episode
Why
at a
did
time,
I
guys.
introduce a Warforged to the party? Why?
He can
why,
turn into a
why?
cart and just drive off with us.
It's got a steed. Can summon one? Anyway,
Oh yeah.
so you head
Fuck
into.
horses. They're boring.
So
We've got mooses and robot fucking Transformers, man. Dear God.
I mean, okay. I mean, I don't even know whether a thing of this would exist. But like a potion of sleep. Have you got any other ideas, guys, as to what we would want
Potion
potion-wise?
of invisibility.
Okay, fine. Then let's definitely ask for. I'll definitely ask for one of them. And
What's this? What's the stuff you put on someone, like, you know, where in a movie?
Chloroform.
Chlorophyll, yeah. That's it. The chloroform pork.
Pretending you don't.
Does it smell like chloroform to you?
All goes tits up. A potion of like forgetfulness, like so we can like Men in Black him if it all goes wrong, so we won't remember we did it.
Oh, memory wipe. Yeah,
I mean, that sounds good anyway, whether it goes right or wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but we know what's going to. One of us will accidentally put it in our tea, so we need to make sure we fucking do it properly and label
And then
them
do
up
it again
so
the
we know
following
what's
day
what.
because they can't remember doing it the first day.
Also, we also gave
Okay.
Lex full control of the bank account of everyone. Lex is currently the bank
Treasurer.
account.
He's the treasurer
exactly.
and has given Jewel,
Some pocket money.
to basically buy all this. So we did. Did we give it all over to you, Lex?
I gave you some back because I did have over 600. Now I've got 300 because I didn't know how much a cart was, so I'll give you like 300 quid for everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I'm not getting the cart, am I?
No, that's for.
No, you gave
me and
Tom
Nate.
30, and you gave Jewel like 270. I assume if you're missing 300.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a pretty ropey cart.
Honestly, this thing's going to have jewels
hopefully
on
it'll be
it
made
for
of wood.
50 gold. Jeez.
However much it costs, but it's
Excellent
sweet. Yeah.
stuff.
Let's see my giving it.
So,
Dave.
the final list of items you are going to get from Soulbreaker Sorcerer's Sundries then.
Okay, so the most important will be those enchanted cuffs or shackles, whatever. We would then be finding out if we can get a potion of invisibility. I don't even know if a potion of sleep is a thing. And then potion of forgetfulness or whatever they might have.
Very good. So you wander in and have this conversation with them.
Jewel would let the party know she's doing okay on greater potions of healing, so we're all right for now.
Cool.
Got 6.
So
And I've got some healing as well.
Yeah, so we're all right.
L'Oreal Soulbreaker explains that she doesn't have any shackles of anti-magic, but if you are trying to prevent somebody doing things like escaping from them, she does have some dimensional shackles, which have been enchanted in a way to prevent any creature bound by them from using any method of extra-dimensional movement, including teleportation, plane shift, or anything like that.
Take my money.
Okay.
Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good.
So they've got
Take that.
those.
Yeah.
Let me...
They sound more expensive though. Just saying.
Don't put ideas in his head.
So, I will say word has got round. Well, there's word round about the fact that you are the Saviours of the Green Heart Festival anyway, but there's also word that you're on a special assignment from Brom. So there will be a bit of a discount on this.
I would also present the badge just so it looks less weird that we're asking for some really dodgy shit right now. Because we are doing it on official capacity. So
Whatever you're into. No kink shaming here, my friend.
So going
So
to
she places the shackles in front of you and sort of explains that'll be 2,000 gold pieces for those. That's with a discount.
do we
2,000.
have that much to
Sorry, what?
collectively?
No.
Did you say
2,000?
2,000?
You're going to have to go down on a day or something because we can't afford that.
Can we take it out on a payment plan?
Yeah, exactly. Can we pay monthly for that shit?
To be fair, we have got a lot of credit lines out at the moment. And what's one more?
I don't think we want any more.
She does then explain if that's too expensive because you're on special assignment, she is happy to loan these to you. If they're
Yeah, they're not
broken,
coming
lost, or stolen, there will be a recompense, and all debts are settled at Soulbreaker's Sorcerer's Sundries in time.
bet they are. That
Then
sounds
yeah,
kinky.
She's
we will.
level 20. Don't fuck with her.
Yeah.
She-
Then we loan them for the week. Let's say that.
Yep. Very good. So she says for the week loan, she will do that for 100 gold pieces.
Marvellous. So, 100 gold gets put down.
What the fuck? We're borrowing it. We're gonna bring it back. What the fuck do we need to pay for? That's
insane.
A
Deposit.
deposit. Okay,
It's a safety deposit.
Okay. Fucking hell. God.
Hey, I'm in the hire business. A 20th of the price. That's pretty fucking good, to be honest. That's some stuff that you expect is not going to get damaged. So actually, that's not bad.
Jules thinking, I'll be dead before this needs returning, so it doesn't matter.
Come find me in hell, bitch.
Very good. So we've got the shackles. Next item.
Yeah, sure. Potion of invisibility, unless it's more than 100
Potion of
gold.
invisibility. She will offer up, and that will be about 115 gold pieces.
Oh, I can get away with that. Right. Potion of invisibility.
Is there any sort of like trade the vial back in and get like a like a stamp on like something or something
Eco
that we
refills.
can,
Loyalty
yeah, exactly. Loyalty card. Exactly.
I mean, I would say that she can give two empty vials back, but unfortunately, one definitely was thrown in the underneath the Elder's chamber. So yeah, she's only getting one empty one back, and she doesn't really care about that. 115 for that, and then I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to afford anything else. Just say for 80 gold, what have you got that will be helpful? And again, along the lines of whether it be forgetting or hopefully she's getting the idea as to what we're trying to do now. I'm not the shopkeeper, I don't know what to ask.
Do you have a
search for stuff?
Maybe. Oh, this would be brilliant. It would be, can we have a vial of inert something or other, and then maybe a very cheap poison and its antidote, so that what we can do is do that. You've just drank this poison. You now have 5 minutes to tell us. Otherwise, game over.
A paralysis poison, something that causes paralysis, so that then they can't speak or move.
Great. I asked for a poison.
We want to speak, though, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's got to take time to take effect. Do you know what I mean? Or
when we bring them back to HQ, that's when we interrogate them.
Because you can do the zone of truth, so we don't need like veritaserum or anything daft like that.
So she pulls up, as you're talking, and you're talking quite fast, she's just there going bum, 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 bum. And she puts your potion of invisibility up, which you recognise instantly. She puts this second potion up, and she says, that will cost the same. And then she puts this 2 more vials up there. And she says, for this pair, 100 gold, or, well, you said 80, so we'll call it 80. That is a very potent poison that will start to act within a few minutes or so. Will not stop the individual from speaking, but will certainly paralyze them in place and make them unable to move. If left and not given the antidote within the space of an hour, they will die.
This is perfect.
Very good. Let us call that then all together, because my maths is shocking.
I've taken it all off as we go, so I literally have 80 gold left.
Very well then, we'll do that. Because I think that was what, 115, 300, 415. We'll call it 480 gold.
Yeah, that clears me out to 9 silver.
Very good.
Oh, sweet God!
We better get some information out of this douche.
Of course, you will get your 100 gold back for the shackles when you deliver them back to me.
And our stamps for the vials.
So, Dave, you can
Green
add
peas
to
over it.
your inventory now. You
Yes.
can add dimensional shackles.
So
You can
kinky.
add a potion of invisibility, a potion of mind control, which will be the humanoid version,
Potion of
and then it will just be a potion of poison and an antitoxin.
mind control is nice.
This is going to be fucking awesome.
So
humanoid.
Dragon has no idea. He's just chilling in his study being a douche right now.
The potion of mind control is a suppository, though, Dave, so Jewel will have to administer it anyway.
That's canon. Just puts this little pill on there. I'm afraid it will have to be a rectal insertion. Anyway, cool. Anything else from Soulbrackers then, Jewel?
No. We have the shackles. We've already got the... You can just use some fabric for a gag to stop them from yelling out. So yeah, I think that's good. Did you want more rope, guys? Would you have sent me to go?
We've got 100 feet.
Yeah, we have plenty of room. You wanna do you wanna see if they have one of your business cards, just in case you can offer up some services?
Well, I'd mentioned that I am out of gold, so probably would rush back, grab some more, and then try and go to the weaponsmith for the bolus. And there was something else that came to mind, and I shall try and remember it. But yeah, definitely jump back and grab some
net.
more.
You
Wanted one while I came back?
I think net is a strength-based thing, so probably not for Jewel.
Maybe. Yeah, probably not the best.
Knuckle dusters for Cavan, possibly?
How about just a little treat for each of us, like a little mint or something like that, just to,
Don't waste our fucking money. Let's go.
Stick on the
yeah, sorry, that was it. So,
Cinnamon
dear
swirl.
God.
Oh, I love it.
It was going to be a couple of packs of thieves' tools. So 2 packs of thieves' tools just in case, and yeah, the bonus. So let's say that, and I don't know, ask Lex for another 50 or 100 maybe, if Lex can do that.
Well, yeah, I've got 312 left.
Let's do 100, and then I can give you back whatever we don't use. Let's do that.
I'm spending more money than the British government.
God, dude, we've got to fucking take this guy and everything valuable in his house. I'm taking the fucking cutlery, mate.
You're absolutely right. That was a plan that we were talking about last week, and that was nicking everything we can.
I've got a set of silverware dinner set in my actual bag. I've got a jug and some cups in my bag of holding from whenever before. I can't remember where, but I've got some. If we
From
hit
the
all
tomb.
those at some point.
Oh yeah, from the tomb. Yeah, you're right. So right,
Or
back to this
Spellbones, very good.
weaponsmith for bolus and 2 pairs
You
of.
head off to the weaponsmith, and the weaponsmith brings out and sort of explains that they've got some simple bolus, they've got some slightly more magical bolus, and they sort of present your thieves' tools to you and say, yeah, that'll be sort of 5 silver for the 5 sets of thieves' tools.
Marvelous, great.
Really easy to come across. It's the bolus more than anything that you've got a choice between.
So again, I would probably present the fact that I would round it down. I'd say I've only got 75 gold. What can I afford out of the ones that are there?
So he takes the magical ones, maybe save these for later, and presents you with the simple bolus. Now I don't.
Jewel will
know
ask,
if
however,
there
what
is
those magical ones do, so that if she does get some coins, she'll come back for them.
Oh, yeah, and he sort of explains that these are called serpentine bolus. So you treat them almost as if they were a sling. When you do, you throw your bolus at the target. They explain that there is a chance for these to entangle the individual or knock them prone. And can also entangle others as well.
Nice.
And there's a chance for it to grow additional chains. Basically, it's enchanted to grow additional chains to affect the people that are next to the creature.
I'd definitely go for the normal.
So I am going to nick that text because that's important, and I'm going to send that to you, Dave.
Sure.
Just because I think a bolus is going to have to be a homebrew item because it doesn't exist in D&D Beyond right now.
I'm really surprised at that.
Yeah, I am too.
Well, you can use it as a sling, basically.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll put it in as a sling and then write the different name on it.
Bolus.
Yeah.
But just for shits and giggles, there's some extra information for you.
Awesome.
because there is a chance for you to use that chain and wrap it around them. And this one just won't grow extra chains. It's just got the single chain with sort of a rock on the end, if you like, or a stone on the end.
Yeah, fab.
Very good. So you then Scotty back. He gives
Sorry,
you that
how much actually was that one? I'm being very
10
honest.
gold, because it's a very simple mechanical weapon, not difficult to create. So
Cool.
10 gold there.
I'll go back and give Lex back 90 gold, and then I'm ready.
Very good.
Lex
That's that piece.
and Cabin, do you want to describe your costumes, your disguises that we've been working on?
How good your art edge is? That's the question.
Well, let's describe what we want to look like, and then we'll do a performance check to see how well it is.
Sounds great.
So, Lex, you are muted, Danny.
I muted myself because there's a fucking bastard helicopter outside my window. I'm about to get raided. by
Cog,
the
get
FBI.
back inside.
I was going to say, SWAT
me
teams
show
are
you
that
window.
Danny, is it? We can't hear it, mate. You're fine.
Oh, I can, and it's doing me head in.
Okay. Well,
So-
shut your window then.
Lex will take the supplies from Edgius, go into whatever their bathroom it is, whatever the makeshift bathroom we've got, anything with a reflective surface, and he'll be a bit more like, he's been thinking about doing this for a while. He's noticed that after the revelations about his childhood, he's been very distracted about his old tribe and what it meant, and it's losing his connection to Mechanus and his magic and the logical side of things. So he wants to try and cut ties with that to then focus more on his directive from Primus and to get back to his logical self. So what he's going to do is remove one of the last remaining things that ties him back to that tribe, which is his long plaited ponytail. So he's going to just cut it off.
Oh, fuck.
It's your power, dude.
Sorry, say that
And
again.
then I'm cutting off my hair.
Oh, yeah.
Cutting off his ponytail.
So the ponytail all gone. So I'll come out with like a makeshift just side pattern, and then that's the most dramatic change. He's then going to pale his face up so he's not yellow, trying to make him a bit more humanoid face, and literally he's going to turn his jacket inside out.
You could also use the disguise kit to sort of change the colour of your hair and stuff. So
Can I? Oh, I'll try and essentially make myself look like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Nice. Nice. Love it.
yeah,
Now, are you doing this yourself, yeah?
Yep.
Do you have proficiency with disguise kits?
Do I fuck? Tinker's Tools is as good as I've got.
Um,
I'm
Suddenly
tinkering
looks like
with my
Robbie
hair,
Downey
if
in
that
which
helps.
case, make me a straight performance check, but there will not be an additional proficiency bonus on top of this.
Ooh, not bad, you know. 15.
15 I will
What
take.
did I roll that on? I rolled
The
it.
determination and the just that sheer, yeah, determination's the right word, but that conviction as well around it to go, do you know what, it's time to move on. You slice your ponytail off and give it a bit of a trim up using a reflective surface, and manage to style your hair, and then manage to pale your face down from that golden yellow to a more neutral skin tone, and then sort of dye the hair black using the tool. And yeah, it's doesn't look like Lex anymore. You look like a human, except for when you open your mouth.
Because
and your
the only
little
giveaway would be
snake
the
tongue
eyes
pops
and
out.
the teeth if I was
Yeah.
to smile. Obviously, I've got fangs now. So.
Absolutely. Now, I will
what do
say,
you
for the
think,
sake of
guys?
this, if you wish, contacts will exist in this world. So if you wanted to then disguise your eyes as well, you could have some contact lens type things in there that will turn your eyes to something else.
Go on, I'll try.
So that's up to you. Very good.
If
Cavan.
they exist, I'll chuck them in.
Yeah.
What do you think, everybody? Did it work?
Oh, whoa.
Where's Lex?
Exactly. Nailed it.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Go away.
I guess it's my turn. Cavan, Could I grab that little bag?
Oh yeah. There's plenty of supplies left.
Yeah, I look in it and I say,
My dad commented Danny saying, well, Danny's not got any hair anyway.
So I ask Mace to actually no, I ask Edgius to join me, and as we're walking into like a little patch behind a big tree, I'm saying to Edgius, I don't know what to like. You know, what? First of all, I'm not even sure I need to be disguised because I wasn't with you guys.
We're still in the hideout, by the way. We're still in Dryad's Gate in our headquarters. Just so you know.
Okay.
We haven't left yet. Yeah.
All right, so we're just in a different little room.
Look,
I wanted to
you were with us. You were with us the first time when we went to the Elders. Edgius is going to take off the bandana, and tie it around your neck like an ascot, and go, look, there you go. That's a little bit different. Let's get you maybe some sleeves for those tattoos you have.
Wait a minute. Do you remember when we went to that little town and there was a concert and it was an open mic, and then after the open mic there was, what were they called? They were like the Village Boys. The Village Boys. Weren't they the Village Boys? You know, there was like the police one, and then there was like the native one. Well, there was one that was like a plumber, and I'm kind of like if I took, and he like takes the top of his overalls and ties them up at his waist, and then he says, wait, do you have some gel? Do you have some just like some hair product?
Oh, I've got some gel. Ed just reaches into the bag and opens a compartment.
Yep. So just kind of like gels my hair back, and then I say, I mean, this, dude, I can't lose this. This is like 18 months worth of growth. But what if we just tidied it up?
It's for the mission.
What if we tidied it up and just had a couple like little like tram lines cut into it, something like that, and just made it very, very. Maybe we.
What if we bring it to a goatee? What if we just bring it to a goatee, and we braid it a little bit? What do you think about that? Take off the sides.
Yeah, and just have all right. And then I look into the bag, and I see something, and I just close my eyes and hand it to Edgius, and I said, "Just do it. Just don't even tell me about it." And it's some eyeliner, and I just close my eyes and I get closer to him, and I just say, "Nothing of this should be spoken to anyone. Just fucking do it."
Edgius gives him actually one kind of black eye. So it looks like he's been struck, and then the other eye he does like guy liner, classic eye loop, no flick or anything like that, just a little bit of like punk guy liner kind of situation, and then is going to take a razor and shave the side of Cavan's face down to like goatee area and give him like the Walter White basically goatee at the front here.
Nice.
Yeah, I hope this is worth it, man. This is.
It's gonna be. You look great. It's going so well, and I'm so glad you let me do it as well. Dear God. Yeah. And is gonna trim him up. Yeah.
Ed just hands me a mirror, and I say, "No, listen, I'd rather not. Let's just go. Don't say anything. If anyone." Let's just hope everyone just accepts it as I'm just Cavan. That's it. I'm Cavan. Let's just go forward and see what folks think.
We step out of the room, Lex, for you to see Cavan in his new ascot, shaved, all the nines.
Make me a performance check with advantage, seeing as this was a joint effort.
Hell yeah.
Oh, with advantage.
I got you, Tom.
Nice.
I got you.
I rolled a 2 and a 20, so I got a nat 20.
Hey!
Oh, nice. Amazing.
I'll tell you what, I know what I'd really, really set that off. Your sleeveless coat, just swap that with me. I'll give you my trench coat. You give me your sleeveless coat, and that'll really finish the look of the ascot.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see. All right, yeah, okay, that looks good. It's I put on Lex's coat, but it's a little bit tight. But I don't say anything, and I feel like I can barely get
my. Bit short.
It's tight and short, and I can just feel the back of it tearing a little bit as I fully kind of pull it closed in the front.
I have just realised above table that is a magical coat that Gibby gave me,
Sorry,
which gives me. So either I've given you my old coat.
Yeah, there we go.
Retcon.
There you go. That works.
There we go.
All right.
I don't stitch myself up.
Yep.
There we go.
And that one was even smaller. So as I put it on, I actually hear the tear in the back seam, but pretend that I didn't, and I just don't want
It's
to.
okay. I'll cast mending on it and fix it. So then, essentially, it now fits you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is this doing anything? Do you feel like I could just go back to. Do I look like Kevin?
I mean,
I feel like
the
Kevin.
illusion is there until you speak. So if you stay silent, I think it'll be okay.
Right. Okay. Well then.
I agree. I fully agree with Lex. I think you look for here. 1 second. I'll be right back. Edgius is going to grab his whole bag, not just the disguise kit, and go into the bathroom himself. Edgius is going to pull out a bundle of clothes that he keeps for very special occasions, and he's going to go from skeleton to skin. But this time, instead of his Mr. T form, he's going to take a non-binary looking female kind of form, white skin, hair up in like a samurai kind of style bun, and stood naked, as a woman in the change room. He's then going to pull on a like big baggy top that has a little finger loop that creates a little point on his hand. Big baggy, almost like Japanese style, like harem pants that he ties with a sash around the waist. Little neck scarf that he ties around the neck, little round glasses that he puts on his nose, some sandals that he puts on underneath over some long socks that split the sandals, that are split by the sandals, and then is going to slide the door open, walk out, and be like, "Hey, what you guys think?"
Yeah.
There's a lot of confused people in the room right now.
Yeah, it's there's no edgiest there. It's you're gonna be fine. You're gonna
You think it looks good?
Yeah, and your voice, you've done the voice, the little up octave thing as well.
It just happens when I shift into this form. It's not a form that I often take because it's only for special occasions.
Yeah. So it's like a Michael Jackson.
I think I'm confused, let alone the characters.
Yeah. I'm confused about the feelings I'm feeling.
Well, what?
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, you muted yourself.
You suddenly went
No,
muted
Lex said
for a
not to
second.
speak.
Oh,
Try again, Tom.
So I said, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Now we can.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I didn't know what happened there. I just said Mace is fine. Mace doesn't have to do anything. He comes as he is. No one's seen him. No one knows him. He can maybe lead the way.
Maybe just try and be a little bit quieter, Mace. Less rubbing of the joints. Maybe walk a bit wider, like
Yeah. Do you think at least like a poncho and some slacks would work? Help with the.
Well, maybe I stick some cloth wraps around the feet as well. How about we do that?
I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah. Good call.
Well, Mace just looks around and finds some cloth and just rips it straight off. Now you have no idea if this is some of Gibbon's best or worst or whatever, but just starts tying it around his feet and forming these sort of cloth shoes, if you like, that will go over his metallic feet and also the stump, so that it's going to make less noise. And then does sort of fashion some sort of poncho, if you like, out of it, and just tears a hole and a little bit of a hood and manages to stitch something together. And Gibbon eventually runs up and goes, "Do you know what? Let me just fix this, because this is fucking awful." And just very quickly makes it slightly neater. No, at least it is passable. It's not going to have my mark. I will not do that. I'm not going to put my mark on something this bad, but at least it's passable. And Mace just sort of shrugs, and then makes sure the mace itself is somewhat hidden underneath the poncho. Well, gentlemen and ladies, I thought there was one. Yes. What's?
Yeah, you pretty
Anyway,
much summed up what we're all thinking there. Yeah.
Let's just
shall we make a move?
Yep. Let's
Yeah.
make way.
We will very shortly. I had one idea while I was out. As you can tell, I have not changed my appearance much, but I am hoping not also to be seen. However, I did wonder if when we meet this individual, whether we use it initially or whether we use it as in a letter or a note if we leave anything, or when we return them. I think it would be good if we used the reason why we were there is we say we are there on behest of the Serpent's cloak to try and find information from them. So we are working for them instead of anyone else. And we can pass the danger onto the Serpent's Cloak. I am already in enough trouble with them that what more can there be? Do you all agree this is a possible option? When we are actually interrogating them, we can say, the Veiled Viper says hello and is demanding more information.
If they're seedy characters, why not name a rival potential organization?
Yeah, absolutely. It could be that it riles them up enough to say something. So,
Daryl, are you good to get us to Morse Stacy so we can begin our reconnaissance, as it were?
Yeah, darling.
Yes, I am. I am very intrigued to see how this goes. You are stunning, if you don't mind me saying, in this form. Much better than skeleton.
I will try not to be offended by that. And I guess we can just move forward. I appreciate that very much. Is everyone ready? Has everyone got all their stuff? I've got my defender katana. I've got my. So, Jewel, do you have your bowl on a string thing that you got?
I have the bolus.
I love how the cat's got a ball on a string.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, why not?
Nailed it.
I also was able to procure a portion of invisibility, and also I had a rather cunning idea, which was if they are struggling to, talk, then we can simply poison them and say that they have mere minutes to tell us the information, otherwise they will not get the antidote.
Yeah.
Wouldn't actually let them die, though, would they?
No, absolutely not. But the point is, that is why it is a last resort, and we will have to provide it with them. I will give them the antidote within 10 minutes. They need it within the hour, but it will cause them a great deal of pain and paralysis, which would it would mean that they realize it is not just we have given them water, and therefore they realize that we mean business, but then we can give them the antidote whether they tell us the information or not. But of course we tell them we are not going to give it unless we get the information.
Mace.
If we drop in the information about the Serpent's Cloak, then I think that they are probably going to believe that we will let them die.
Mace, from the moment you seem like you might, or possibly Cog. I'm not sure if you have the ability to, when we give them the potion, start a timer, just so that we make sure that we are within the hour giving them that antidote. Do either of you have an internal, timekeeping device of some sorts?
Cog will have the ability, even if it's not real yet. Clog. in line with the great equation, he can monitor the passage of time, and he could even make. I suppose you could even make the noise of a ticking clock, just to, I suppose, give it some gravitas. Yeah, Cock could do that.
Serious question. Just look, if let's just play this out, and if things do go sideways, what are the consequences if we do end up choosing? This is not like a first option, but if we ended up having to kill them and then bury the body somewhere, just remove the body. What are the consequences of like having to do something extreme? If look, they're not. We're thinking they're not going to react. They're not going to do something outrageous. But if we do need to, I don't know, crush their skull or just take their life in any other way, are there, what are the consequences?
I mean, the irony of me saying we wouldn't kill them, knowing I have ended many a life currently in recent times since I've met you guys. In theory, you could argue there is a line of thought that to restore balance, you could end their life as justice for the life he took in Silara's. But like I say, I think it would be.
I think we simply have to follow the higher justice of the land, and it is therefore their rule. So I do not wish to do this. If they tell us nothing, we give them the antidote and hand them over to the powers at Dryad's Gate. Let them lock them away. Kevin, I understand your. I don't mean to say it in the wrong way, but your bloodlust for and almost the blood price for the revenge. I agree. It still cannot get it out of my head. But we need to be better than them. It's as simple as that.
No, I just want to look. I'm not here to kill anyone. I'm just saying there are situations where things go sideways. Where maybe someone else appears, where one of us is threatened, where it does not go as planned. I'm just saying, if that were to happen, does the world end? Does no one notice? Where are we on the spectrum of how bad this is?
Well, again, that is how well we get away. If nobody knows that we took them or the individuals that took them, then, well, yes, as you say, we could kill them in the forest and leave them dead, bury them to make it harder, take their head just so that it is difficult to identify, all of these things. So yes, certainly a backup plan of all failures is not a bad idea. I think also we need to understand that at any moment we may need to cancel the operation and meet back at a rendezvous. So if we are discovered too early, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm. I think that the rendezvous point should be wherever Daryl is with the tree. With that being said, I think, Kevin, the goal is information here. If we don't come away with any information, then we're back to square one. So, I mean, if we need to beat them to within an inch of their life so that we can get the information, then we'll do that. If death is it, then so be it. Mace, you mentioned that you have some sort of clerical type abilities. Does that include resurrection by any sort of chance? Because I know death itself can be quite a big persuader, as I learned myself a very long time ago.
I can attest to this also.
Well, the matron herself is very protective of that realm, but I need to go figure out a fucking character sheet again because I ain't got a short button for it like a knob.
In the meantime, I suggest we all go and let us try and get as much information. So,
or Stacy.
You all look great. Well done. Daryl, please take us there, if you please.
And Mace finishes and goes, she's and her boatman, if he's still around, they are tricky characters. So I tend to be able to heal and prevent somebody from slipping, but to bring them back, no, not quite within my well, not quite within the remit from Paragon, shall we say.
Thanks, Mace. I just thought I would ask. And Daryl, yeah, as I guess it's time. Let's go do this thing, disco, and all of that.
Mm.
Disco, indeed. Daryl Aramis takes you up to a tree and just places his hand on the tree once again. This is going to make for an interesting afternoon.
Yeah, you said that.
Through the tree as you all follow, and you all appear on the outskirts of Morse Tacy. You can see sort of the gates beyond. You hear the baying. I don't know what sound a moose makes, but the sound of a moose's call, and you realise, oh, yeah, we left our transport here last time.
Were we able to take them?
Daryl, you could take them through the tree if you wished. As long as the tree's big enough, it works. I'll allow it as well. I'll bend that spell slightly. But Aramis then sort of hunkers down. I will wait for you here. If, well, shall we say, if you don't return by morning, I will go. Or do you want me to come after you?
No, wait here. If we haven't returned by morning, leave. Go inform Brahm and tell him that we've been fucked and that things are really, really bad and that Dragon got the best of us. And to inform the council at Ireland of the situation.
Mm.
This will be our rendezvous regardless of whether you are here. So everyone make it back here if you need to.
Yeah.
Very good.
Let's go, team.
Just as you go to...
Go Power Rangers.
Where's the spell gone? Bear with me. I was looking at this just a second ago and it disappeared on me.
You do that. I'm gonna go.
DM's totally unprepared tonight, as you can
We're throwing
quite likely
everything at you
tell.
today.
Yeah,
Welcome.
just a bit. There we go. Callum. Whew, that's going to cut down to the core, isn't it? Daryl just raises his hand, which begins to glow. I can give one of you a little bit of extra protection. Which one of you would like it?
I don't know, Joel will probably look around to the other ones.
It's probably Jewel, to be fair.
Okay, this is fine. And you can see the hand sort of shifts, the energy shifts from a green to a icy white to an orange to a blue that crackles and then to a sort of a white crackle as well as these different forms of energy. And Daryl then just picks one and his hand goes blue for an instant and just places on you, and you feel this sort of static just sink over you. If anybody tries to shock you, you should be, well, deseoed by it. You now have resistance to lightning damage.
Beautiful.
The next
Foreshadowing that's coming up.
I will also, before we make a move, I will use my patch to give myself mage armor, and then I will cast mage armor on everyone in the group.
Lex,
Oh,
so
yes.
you... what does
And I'm
Mage Armor
definitely
do?
doing aid.
Aid, okay, cool.
And then that'll be who's realistically going to get up close. So I'll give it to Cavan, Jewel, and Edgius, because I like to stay far away. So give yourself 10 extra hit points.
Amazing.
So what's mage armor give us?
Mage
13
armor
plus your
is
dexterity modifier.
to your
It's the
AC.
same I've got at the moment. Which is
So it ups your AC, Tom.
Ups your HC to...
Well, it might
It's-
up your AC to 13 plus your dex modifier.
So it
Okay.
should give you whatever that is to you. I think that's a 14 for you.
I'm 14 right now, so I think it's 15.
Okay, beautiful.
Let's have a look. 13 plus your dex modifier, it will be 15, yeah.
So, Lex, what's your HP without aid?
I'm currently 53.
Yeah.
Does it automatically increase our
No,
HP
no,
automatically goes up? No.
Oh, yes, for aid,
No,
yes, it does. Yeah, for aid.
Oh, yeah,
You'll
you'll
have
have
to
to
add it in, sorry.
you have to add it in yourself on the max HP modifier section when you click on your HP.
Yeah. Just add 10 in there. It is 10, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. So as you're all just sorting that out, then you sort of moving closer, trying to be stealthy now. I need a group stealth check for me, please.
I believe that Jewel will be able to make that with advantage.
Yes.
I
you will.
assume we're going towards the castle so that we can follow him back to his home.
Yeah.
Jewel's
Nat
going
20,
to go.
baby.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Jewel's going to go for the rooftops as quickly as she can. Try
Nat
and get
20,
advantage.
baby!
Oh,
Let's fucking
Two
go!
nat 20s.
and it was really close. It was a 19 plus 9, so 28.
28.
Nice.
Kevin?
Sorry, I didn't
Kevin,
roll. What was
stealth
it?
check?
Stealth.
Stealth check, please.
Stealth check. Oh, fuck. I just got a net 1.
Okay, well that counts as
Well,
an
that
out.
balances out because Mace got an unnatural one, a flaccid one, we shall call it.
I'll give Tom
But
my inspiration
by-
from last session. Reroll, Tom.
There we go. Roll with advantage then, please, Kevin. So make another roll.
Nice.
Nice. 19 plus 2 is 21.
Oh,
Come on,
Go. So by law of averages,
Stealthy
even though
as
Mace is
motherfuckers.
still slightly loud as you want, you sort of turn to Mace and just say, shh, stay back a little bit, as the rest of the group moves forward, and you find just a little vantage point in the bushes, and you manage to sneak around and sneak past all the guards. They don't seem to be as on edge as they were previously. They were almost like they know you've gone and left, and they're expecting, or they're not expecting you to return, I shall say. And you manage to settle yourselves in just sort of some bushes outside the keep, this house of the elders, the castle that they use to hold audience with the surrounding city. And you wait there for a time. Go on, John.
were we
You were
were we
gonna-
also going to but were we also going to try and send Mace off to go and get said cart? Cavan, were you going with
okay.
Mace, or was Mace just because again he's intentionally a beacon? So
Yeah.
I think
let's
we were
keep
going to try and
Cavan.
do that.
Let's keep Kevin with us.
Oh yeah, keep Cavan
Yeah.
with us and send Mace off to try and find a cart, give him the coin for it, etc.
Yeah.
So Mace then wanders off. Well, best of luck, friends. Paragon be with you all.
Yeah.
And just wanders off. And you just hear in the distance, excuse me, dear fellow, do you know where one could buy a cart? And there's sort of some and conversation, and yeah, Mace just wanders off.
It's a perfect distraction.
Yeah. It's a decoy. He's good for that.
You wait for about 10-15 minutes as the sun dips down and night starts to take over, and you see a side door open up, not the main doors, a side door open up, and 4 cloaked figures step out. 2, well, one quite tall, one relatively tall, but 2 a little bit shorter, almost dwarf size, but not quite. They all sort of whisper, apart from one of the shorter individuals who just makes some hand signals of sorts, and then they all go their separate ways. Who do you want to follow?
Dragon.
Not,
Dragon.
not
we
the
recognise
dwarf, because
Dragon?
he's not a dwarf, is he? Actually, he's half elf, half dwarf, is he? Is he that one?
Half elf, half dwarf.
So he will be one of the shorter ones.
The middle short one. Not the shortest short one, but the middle
Well, I mean,
short
we
one.
know what they
The
look
one
like.
that was
don't we?
next to the tallest one.
Make me perception checks, please. Let's not make this too complicated, John.
Because he'll be at the right hand of. Yeah, I know. Wouldn't he?
I keep opening the wrong window.
Oh, I only rolled a 10.
17.
17?
Perception. 18.
18.
Flaccid 20.
Nice.
Classic 20. So, Cavan and Edgius, you both recall the note that Jewel spoke about when she was speaking about the elders and what happened, and she recognised or was observed that Glim didn't speak because Glim had this wound across her neck. And so you get the impression that the shorter one that was making the hand signals is probably Glim. And therefore you follow. If you're going after Dragon, you go after the other short one that goes in a different direction. Now again, I'm going to ask you all to make me a group stealth check, please, to follow silently.
Nat 20s, guys, come on.
Not
No,
as good. It's a 19.
19? Not as good, still fucking 19.
I rolled the middle of the road 10, so...
17 for me.
Flaccid 20 for me.
Jesus, we're fucking hot. I rolled a 17 plus 2 is a 19 as well.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Our interrogation is going to be
Like
just nat 1s and
absolute
3s.
ninjas. We'll say, Jewel, you actually dart up one of the trees and just sort of launch silently from branch to branch like a flying squirrel of sorts, but are able to sneak up, and eventually you're led to a house of sorts. Quite a stately house, just separated and away in the forest. You watch as Dragon approaches the main front door. And as he does so, he doesn't take out a key, but he leans in to the door and just whispers something. It's totally inaudible to you all. And the door seems to open by itself and he disappears in.
We should have took him on the way. Who the fuck knows what's in that house right now?
Let's move up to the house. Are there any windows?
I can see inside the house with my X-ray vision if you like.
Nice.
That would be helpful.
Lex, you find out if there's any other people in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can possibly find a way in for us. Jules, you come with me and let's find a way in. Gavin, keep your eyes peeled for if anyone's been following us or is watching us.
Yeah.
Jewel, from a slightly more of a vantage point near the trees, will, whisper down to all of you, I'm going to do a perimeter search. And she's going to go and do a full loop and find out any other entrances, windows, doors, balconies, that lot, and come back to the mall.
Yeah, is there any windows?
So
As you wander round then, Jewel, you notice that if there were any windows, they have either been bricked or boarded up. There are no other entryways in terms of doors. There's no chimneys. It looks like there is a single entrance in and out of this building.
There is no visible view into this house.
No.
Lex, what do you see inside with your X-ray? Snake, your
just to
snake.
double check, so I can see
X-ray vision.
X-ray vision. I can see through a foot of stone,
TM.
an inch of metal, 3 foot of wood or dirt. Or if there's any lead, I can't see through lead, like Superman.
Very good. With your X-ray vision, then you are get out. You are able to see Dragon walk through this door and disappear up a corridor before he goes too far for you to then see any further.
Can I see anybody else in the house, or what would look like signs of somebody else? Like 3 plates on the table, or a kid's toy.
Nope.
He's gone too far into the house.
Look like maybe in this hallway that he walks down, or maybe tapestries or something on the walls, evenly spaced out.
He's gone too far into the house for me to see where he's gone, but I can't see signs of anybody else there, or the fact that anybody else lives there.
Jewel, any entrances?
There are no entrances all the windows are boarded up, even bricked up. I literally cannot see into this house at all.
I've got an idea. Edgius is going to break cover and very carefully make my way towards the door. I'm going to, as I go, almost be stepping, looking for like mines or traps that would lead up to the door.
Make me a active perception check then, please.
That is a 15.
15. Very good. As you wander up, you don't sense any traps on the outside of the building.
As I get to the door, I'm just going to whisper into the door and go, "I'm Leora's bitch," and see if it opens.
As you whisper into the door, you see actually this. It almost looks like a door knocker, but without the actual knocker. I'm assuming everybody's seen Labyrinth.
Yeah.
The two door knockers that have got the ring, or the door knocker that's got the ring in its mouth. It's basically that without the ring in its mouth. And the eyes sort of flash open, and you can see the metallic eyes that look at you. Entry is not permitted.
I turn back and go, "That didn't work." Then I'm going to get down on all fours, and I'm going to see if I can see under the... Is there a crack at the bottom of the door, Matt?
There is the thinnest of thinnest cracks underneath the door. You
Perfect.
can see there is a flicker of light, almost.
I take it there's no keyhole in the door anyway. No.
I'll give it
I'm going to pull out my spell that I've been practicing for a while now. And I'm going to have my Misty Step spell in front of me. I'm going to look under the door. And as I do, I'm going to recite the spell in hopes to try and actually cast it for the first time. And try and Misty Step inside the door.
Okay. Now, I did say that because you do not know this spell, there is a chance this may go very, very wrong. So let me just do a quick rule check.
Perhaps this would have been a good one for Jewel to do.
Can I ask a question? If I do it right, does that mean I learn the spell? Does that mean it's then one of my spells?
Let's see how well you do it, and I'll make that decision.
Deal. Sounds great. Come on, fucking Misty Step, you little bitch.
So, I need you to make me a spellcasting ability check, please.
Spellcasting ability check. Am I...
Yes.
So, just modifier, do you want me to add no proficiency, I assume, because I'm not proficient in this spell?
You do have it's just a d20 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, which will be in your spells list.
Yeah, I've got that, Cool. Fuck, I should have saved my inspiration, son of a bitch. Fuck. Can I know the DC? GM, am I allowed to know the DC?
No.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous, guys. I'm fucking nervous. I'm actually sweating. Come on. That is a flaccid 21.
Nice.
Nice.
You recite this spell, and there's a moment where you just wince and wait for something to happen, and then you just feel almost like your body just become nothing. And there's a moment where and this dark smoke now appears just in a hallway. And you have successfully cast Misty Step, and because that was above a 20, I will allow you to add that to your spell list.
Yes, thank you. Edgius inside is going to have their eyes still closed, and is going to open an eye slowly and be like, yes. And then I'm going to turn around and look at the door and see if there's any latches or anything that I can unlock and get and open this door, basically.
So from this side of the door, you see almost on the reverse of where that door knocker is without the actual knocker. There is a handle of sorts, just a rather large knob, if you want to say like that, a rather large cylindrical door handle, which you manage to just sort of turn, and you can hear this and then you're able to just push the door open.
As I push the door open, I stick my head out and I go, let's go. And gesture to the rest of the team.
Joel would have, jumped down from one of the trees next to the other guys, like, what is he doing? And then as the door opens, like, oh, well, at least it worked. Joel will be the first to then run in, but then obviously make sure there's no one like behind Edgius, and then just slip in through the door and try and find all the dark spots in the corridor to hide.
Cavan,
Well,
at this
if
point,
you want to load into Owlbear Rodeo, then
Oh,
you'll be
God.
able to see what's going
I thought
on.
you was going to say roll initiative then.
The first thing that she'll do is try and hear if there's anyone else about, walking, hear any signs of anyone here. We know he's in here, we believe. So it's where is he?
Cavan, at this point, hasn't moved towards the front door. In fact, he has been looking around the house, but also behind where we've just been, and picks up a little stone and just throws it to the side, not to make a huge amount of noise, but just to make a little rustle to see if there's any movement in the area that they just came from. So he's really looking to see if there's anyone that has stealthily been tracking them.
Okay, make me a perception check, though, please.
Oof. All right. Well, it was good for a while. That's a 7.
7. In fact, no, change that to a survival check, please.
Oh, yeah.
New roll.
Tom.
Yeah, I'll allow you to do a new roll because I've changed it.
Ah, fuck me. Not much better, guys. Sorry, that's a 9.
A 9. You look around, there's no evident signs of being tracked or being followed or anybody watching. But I will ask you to make me a perception check, Nana. Or, in fact, what's your passive perception?
Passive is 14.
14. Again, you get that nagging feeling that somebody is watching you. You don't see it.
Okay. How close am I to Lex?
You can all be within the door now if you wish, or as close to the door. You can be within sort of whispering distance of each other.
Yeah,
I'll put some tokens on the map for you.
I'll close distance with Lex and say, this doesn't feel right, Lex. I feel like we're being set up. How would you feel like you going in and, dude, I want to go in. I really want to go in, but I feel like there might be more of a threat out here than in there. How are you going to tell me that you need me inside? I need a signal. Otherwise, I'm going to be out here.
Trust your gut. It's never stood you wrong before. If you think you need to stay out here, then it won't hurt to have someone on the door. And I suppose as a signal, I could always send you a mental message.
Yeah. Listen to me, Lex. And I come up close to him and I just look at him in the eye and I say, you fucking need me. You send the fucking message. All right? I don't want to be out here. I'm just getting a vibe that I need to be out here.
I'll call you, don't worry.
I slither away from the house to the closest little cover area that I have, so I'm not like obviously near the door. But I'm close enough to the door that I'm covered, but I could dash in quickly if I needed to.
Okay, let's just clear some of this extra fog that's been generated for whatever reason. It's me dicking around with Owlbear Radio there, so apologies, folks.
Let's put it up so that everyone can see. Should be that one.
Also, I can't add it, Max. All my spells are full because fucking D&D Beyond is a stupid app.
Yeah, I'll sort that out for you after stream. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, sure. I appreciate that.
And then we're going to go whoosh all the way up to there. Excellent. So, Kevin, we will say you duck into sort of this little covered area here.
Yeah.
Which is the trees. Let's just make sure we got that on there. And then we will throw Edgius there, throw Jewel there. We will put Alex there with his new haircut.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, Bex is having a haircut.
That's looking fucking dope.
Excellent. Cool. So the three inside then. Where are you going? What are you doing? What would you like to do?
So yeah, Joel wants to listen to see whether we can hear. I mean, guy's only just returned home. Can we hear him walking about in one of the back rooms, side rooms? Any notice of clinking glasses, cutlery, footsteps, anything like that?
I'll tell the guys where I see him go when I see him go down wherever he went down the corridor with his X-ray vision.
Yeah, so you saw him just walk this way, and it's probably about here where it disappeared from where you were.
Ah, okay.
So about here.
Not very helpful then. Sorry.
You were a distance away.
While that's going on, I'm making a move along this tree line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying fully covered, but I want to see what's on this side of the house.
Okay. So much like Jewel observed, if there were windows that had been long boarded up or bricked up, it is almost just like solid walls. You don't see any entry points, no obvious entry points at least. I suppose the only thing you do manage to figure out is at least the dimensions of this side of the house.
Yeah. Yeah, while they're doing stuff inside, I'm sort of slowly making my way under the cover of the brush to just go around the perimeter of the house, seeing what's both around the house but behind me as well, just trying to get a vibe for anything that might be behind me in the trees over on the left of the house as well.
Very good. So my team inside the house then. I will say at this point, you all look forward and begin to step forward, and it's at this point you notice that the walls along the side of this entrance hall are lined with mirrors that, as you look into them, create these disorienting illusions, and you begin to just sort of look and wonder which way you are going. I am going to need either survival or investigation checks, and I'm going to ask you to hold the results, please, because we are then going to break.
Oh, I'm going to roll now while I remember.
I was going to ask where the toilet was in the house because Danny needs away.
Cool. Lovely. I'm ready.
Very good. So, yes, quick 5-minute break then, gents, and then we will be back to see what goes on. But make sure you've recorded those results. I'm not going to do a giveaway this week. In fact, no, we have got a few people in the chat. We will do a giveaway this week. So, my question is going to be, what was the name of the weapon that Jewel bought for herself to now use? What was the name of the weapon that Jewel bought for herself at the Armourers to now use in combat? Good
Ball
luck.
and tackle.
The winner will receive 3 PDFs from the Eldritch Press. And yes, we will go from there. So we'll be back in 5. Good luck, everyone. See you next week.
Hello, everybody.
Yo. There we go. So we're not going to labour this one too much because I don't think there was any competition entries, which is fine. So, my friends, we were in the hallway of
You're missing Tom,
Dragon's
Dave.
house. Oh
Yeah, I'm missing Tom.
Yeah.
Thank you. Why is he not showing up? Press that one instead. Let's do that.
There we go.
There we go. Poor Tom just got left behind there for a minute. Yes, very good. So you have walked into this hallway and you've looked into these mirrors that line the hallway. Now I need those survival or investigation check results, please.
Jewel did an investigation check of 18.
18. Lex?
Cheeky 11.
Cheeky 11. And, sorry, Edgius, not Kevin.
Edgius actually distracted Lex in their excitement by being like, "Did you see me? Did you see me, Misty Step?" And Edgius also got a 10.
A 10. So, Jewel, you managed to overcome this disorientation and managed to sort of start to walk forward. Lex and Edgius, you walk towards opposite mirrors. And as you go to touch the mirrors, I need you both to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Fuck me. Here we go. Fuck's sake.
I don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to use magical guidance. Not for any particular reason, not because my roll was shit or anything. Every time I use magical guidance, I don't roll any better.
16.
16.
7.
Very good. So as you both sort
My
of
contact
wander up to opposite
lenses have slipped. I
touch,
can't fucking see.
and you touch at the same time. It's like that scene from The Matrix where Neo just reaches into the mirror and it pulls, and then he pulls it back, but this time your arm is just sort of... So Lex, you are now fixed inside this mirror with one arm caught. Edgius, as you go and you touch it and this thing sort of pulls in and is about to absorb your hand, you pull back very quickly, just like, what the fuck?
Watch out for the mirrors,
You are currently grappled.
Is it time to panic now?
Can Jewel go and help Lex and pull his arm out?
Yes, you can. Make me a strength check then, please.
Oh, cool. That's great. That's really brilliant. That's a 9.
I'll come and help action Jewel as I grab onto Lex as well and come and pull
Do
as
it
well.
with advantage then, please. Another roll.
13.
13. You pull. Lex is stuck fast.
I'm outside and I drop to my knees and close my eyes and I say, "Speak to me, Paragon. Speak to me." And I hold my hands out and say, "I want to stay balanced right now, but I need to know what that means." I'm just listening for anything.
Lex, I'm sorry. I'm going to go and find him. And Jewel will start walking down the corridor, trying to find if we can hear him.
Cavan, make me a wisdom-based religion check, please. So a d20 plus your wisdom modifier, because you aren't proficient in religion, I don't think.
So I rolled a 14 plus my wisdom modifier is 15.
Then.
Yep.
Which is good. Almost like just a pulsing light as you close your eyes. You get the feeling you need to be back in this hallway right now.
Yeah, I'd say fuck it, and I start sprinting for the door.
Very good. You sprint for the door, and as you approach the door, Jewel opens it, and there you are, and you can see Lex with his hand just in this mirror as this silvery substance is just holding on to his arm. And
Edgius has got the leg
female
up.
form of
And
Edgius.
just trying to pull.
Just trying to pull.
As I see this, I literally grab as much as I can behind Edgius, and I grab a hand onto Lex, and I'm just also part of the pulling team to try to extract Lex from this mirror.
To try and get myself out, I would like to use counterspell or dispel magic, whichever the two I would think would work. Oh, dispel magic, because it's a magical mirror, not a spell that's been cast by someone. So I'll go for dispel magic.
Good choice. So as the rest of you pull, then make me. I'm going to say, Cavan, seeing as you've just entered, you can make me the strength athletics check with advantage.
Oh, it's not 20 on the first roll.
Oh,
Go.
Come on.
And
I've had about 5 today.
can you? Can you make me a spellcasting ability check, please?
Spellcasting.
Lex or
No, sorry, that was Lex, not Cavan.
16.
16. So in this moment, as you cast Dispel Magic, and Cavan joins the group of you, and you all just pull, there's just this, and the mirror sort of just, as you
and Lex
come
is
free.
thrown into the other mirror.
The fuck's going on in
You
here?
are free.
What was that?
Free of the mirror.
The mirrors.
Safe to say it didn't go very well.
Don't look at the mirrors, Cavan. They draw you in and then you get fucking gloopy sucked.
Can Jewel be walking ahead down the corridor trying to find if there's anyone else now?
I'd pay good money for a gloopy suck, though, just to let you all know.
I was waiting for that. So, Jewel, as you pass this area, you see there is a door with a handle to your left, and as you approach this area, you see there is a door here with just a keyhole and no handle. You see nothing but a chandelier on this wall.
Can I hear anything? Apart from the rabble behind me?
With your passive
Quiet as fuck.
perception, you think you may hear shuffling somewhere around here, but you're not.
But there's no door.
No door there, no.
No door. Okay, can Jewel go up to this door and have a look through the keyhole?
You can have a look through the keyhole, you see nothing but darkness.
Yeah. Alright.
Edgius is going to come up to like some of these candelabras and do the old hidden door test. The old pull on the sconces as he goes past. Basically, investigation for hidden door / trap.
Make me an investigation check, please.
Hell yeah!
Can Jewel touch the door and see if it'll push open?
You can, nothing happens.
She'll pick the lock.
Nice. Phew.
Edges,
As a-
investigation check.
That is a 24 flaccid.
So you go start pulling all these sconces, and nothing happens, but one you do come across, and it just goes and bends, and the candle just drops out and snuffs out on the floor.
Shh. Edge is gonna stamp out the flame quickly on the carpet as it spreads a little bit, and he's just gonna stamp it out.
You get a real dirty look from Jewel as she's like there trying to like really quietly do the doors like. Right.
Sorry. I thought it might be a secret
Very good.
door.
Jewel, as
I
you
look back
kneel
toward-
down and put your thieves' tools into this door, they disappear.
Merde.
Cabin.
I look back towards Lex and I wave for him to come forward, but I'm just seeing if he's okay after that whatever we just extracted him from. Trying to read his body language, his
He looks
everything.
quite embarrassed.
Okay. And I'm just waving him. I'm waving him. Come on forward. You go right, I'll go left. Let's flank.
You'll hear in your head, Jewel, any luck or any advice as I cast message to ask you.
Have you done that before to Jewel?
I think so.
Yes, Jewel didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because you shit the bed.
Oh, right, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
first.
So she'd be like, close her eyes, and then remember, I can actually respond to this. So in her head, we'd be like, no, this door is magical. I cannot do anything with it. And she will stand up and start walking back to the other door, past Edgius.
Very good.
Edgius will be trying to scoop the wax off the carpet and that he stomped on, and then he will like mold it back into the sconce that is bent and kind of like jam it in there to form like a candle again as he turns back around to Joe and is like,
Listen at the door. See if anyone's on the other side.
She'll put her ear down to this door, which you said... I can't remember what you said, whether there was a handle on this door.
Had a handle on it.
Had a handle on it. Okay. So I'll listen first.
You hear nothing.
Cool. Try the door handle.
Very good.
Formation.
Try the door handle, just
Edgius says as he goes side to side with Cavan
the door.
and gestures to Lex to come and join them, but stay at the back.
As
You're
a,
muted.
And the door creaks.
a weird idea from left field, do we think the actual mirrors could be doorways? Like, they look like a trap, but actually you have to commit and go all the way through.
You mean like Harry Potter?
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Then-
Who?
Jules
No,
actually going to not actually no. She's not going to be concentrating on this conversation, but we're looking into the door that she's been opening. Does she see anything?
When I can clear the fog, yeah.
Oh, fuck
Albo's-
me!
Albo's changed all its settings. So as this door opens, you find a grand, dusty library.
Okay,
What
cool.
do
Jewel, go in.
Okay.
What do you see,
go in,
Joel?
And it is dim light in here. It's not dark, but it's dim light. You can see multiple bookshelves with some with books, some with scrolls. There's sort of a main large bookshelf at this north end of the room, two smaller ones here, and then there's these intermediate bookshelves, if you like, that are littered with a couple of books, but more scrolls. They're more like waist height shelves, if you like.
Are there any books or scrolls that look like they are open, left there, have been looked at recently?
Make me an investigation check, please.
Edgius is going to turn to Lex and Cavan.
Do you guys want to go test the mirror theory? I'm gonna go see if I can find out anything about this end of the room.
And Edgius is going to make his way up towards the top end of this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15. Oh, hello.
Welcome, Raiders.
Thank you very much for the raid.
28 people as well. Thank you so much. That is amazing.
You come just at the right time.
What a way to finish off the year. So yes, welcome to our House of Horrors so far.
Kevin, do you think we could tie a rope to Cog and send him through the mirror and then pull him back?
Genius. Fucking genius.
I don't see why not. And I reach in my back and I pull out a roll of rope. It's probably about 50 feet of rope that is easily, sort of unknotted and ready to tie around. And I'm pretty good at knots as well, so I am happy to secure that around, I guess, his waist.
Yeah, he's kind of like a big golden snitch, so you could just do it around his waist. You might have to go round that way and then round that way, so then it doesn't just slip down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
the
I'm doing
The old present wrap.
Yeah.
present
And
wrapping
then you'll
him.
hear me and Cog conversing and click some words, but to translate it, essentially, I'll be like, yes, I do think it is a good idea. No, of course you'll come back. No, it's not dangerous.
You'll be fine.
I cinch the rope super tight, and I say,
I rolled 17 on persuasion, so Cog's doing it.
Cog just sort of reluctantly flutters forward, and if a mechanical eye could physically and visibly show fear, it is almost wider than it ever possibly could be. And you can see sort of the frantic movement of these little Modron wings. There's Cog, who I've not put on the map, but let's make sure we do. Cog flutters over to which mirror?
The one
Danny?
that I got stuck in,
Yep.
which is the one that leads to another room, right? I know that one.
Cog flies up and just dunk. You just hear the physical meeting of glass against metal. Just dunk.
Jewel will stick her head out of the door and go, Edgius, try the end sconce. There's a one on the end wall. She whisper
Edgius,
it.
Edgius is going to reach into his bag and pull out his disguise kit that we were using earlier. He's going to reach into one of his pouches and pull out a blush powder. He's going to take a little corner of the blush powder, crush it with one of the ends of the brushes, and he's going to blow it at the wall to see if I can see any fingerprints or anything that would discern where there might be someone who has placed a hand, or give me any sort of like trace of where dust or anything like that might have been moved. Reveal any fingerprints or things like that.
So the first thing that happens as you go is that parts of this powder form blush now, where it catches in the candlelight, just let up little sparks and puffs of flame. And as the dust sort of splatters against the wall, so to speak, it's just splattered. There's no fingerprints against this wall.
Aegis will very cautiously pull the sconce, very gently.
Bend slightly, but you place it back. Doesn't move as such. You just bend the metal.
He'll turn back to Jewel and go, just like shrug.
Kevin
Jewel,
says
what was your investigation check, please?
Oh, sorry, 15.
15. Very good. Sorry, Kevin, carry on.
Kevin goes to Lex and says, "Nothing over here. Let's try another one. Let's. I don't know if it's this mirror or all the mirrors, but let's try another one."
Okay. And I'll kind of usher Cog towards the other mirror.
Very good. Cog flutters around Kevin then, and then just flies over to this and thunk. Ding. Hits it again. Jewel, as you're looking through these bookshelves, you notice, and we'll say you sort of darted around the whole room at this point, you notice that there is one book on this bookshelf that is less dusty than the rest. There is a book on this bookshelf and a book on this bookshelf as well.
Cool. Are the names on the spines easy to read? Obvious?
In dim light, you will have to get a little bit closer, and I will need another investigation check, please.
I can do that. Yeah. 25. So she'll go to
25.
the bottom one first, try and read it. But I suppose also what she'll probably do is, trying to read the spine. If it's eligible and legible to her, she will make a decision whether she's going to take it off the bookshelf or whether she thinks it might also be something to pull on and be careful of.
Very good. Remind me of the languages you speak.
Common, Elvish, Halfling, Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
I always forget you know Halfling. That always surprises me.
You can read all of these spines, actually. There are two that are written in Elvish, one that's in Common. The one that's in Common says Ironheart's Legacies.
Okay.
I just need to make sure I've got that surname right, because something's nagging me.
No, I think I read it.
Something is nagging me.
Familiar with Ironheart's Legacies would be Dragon Ironheart.
Yeah,
so
I was making sure.
about to say.
Yeah.
Making sure I got that right. So Ironheart's Legacies. The other one says The Mysteries of Drymere.
Okay.
Get in, Lester of one. And the third one says
Weird name for a book.
Elder Etiquette.
Clearly he's not touched that one for ages.
Seeing as
Dick.
they don't seem like they're like part of a rhyme or a puzzle, she's going to actually pick all three of them up and put them in her bag.
Which one are you picking up first?
Lionheart Legacies.
Ironheart's Legacies.
Ironheart.
Did you pick
Ironheart,
that up?
sorry. Yeah.
As you pick it up and sort of take it off the shelf, there's just this ding, 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 as a key drops to the floor.
Great. I grab it.
Very good. Are you still picking the other two up?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But with purpose, now that she's gone, I think I've just got the key for the other door, so I grab that, and I'm now going to,
Okay, as you go to pick the second book up, then make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Sweet.
Ah, fuck me.
Marvellous. Wisdom saving throw 15.
15, very good. You feel this sudden influx of fear, but just shrug it off.
Cool.
Are you still picking the third book up?
No. Yeah, so I will
I
now...
have to ask.
Yeah, no, that's very good, yeah. Curiosity kills the cat. And she will run back past Edgius and run back up to the door with the key. Does the key look like it might...
Where are you going?
might fit in the door. And she ignores Edgius.
It does indeed.
Lovely. She
You
will...
notice it is this two-pronged key.
Cool. She'll try and open the door.
So you stick it in, just...
So you've done all that, and
The
I'm
door
just
itself
literally banging Cog's head into a
backwards.
mirror. So I've achieved nothing.
Ding, ding.
We're making a right fucking racket in this silent...
Hey, it's our first. It's our first break-in. We're amateurs at this. We're getting.
So you find, Jewel, as this door opens, a very, very dark room. It is difficult to discern anything in this room right now.
Okay, I presume I only see like a slither from the light coming through from this corridor.
Yeah, you would basically see the tiniest amount. It's almost like the light doesn't quite penetrate in either.
Okay.
Guys! Jewel got in the door. Come up, guys.
Yeah, this isn't working, Lex. This isn't working. I'm gonna untie. That's just
Yeah.
It's just not working.
Cog is just going to sort of flutter back with like a half-closed eye, just a little bit dazed, sort of flying a bit erratically.
Jewel again turns back to Edgius and just like mouths the word "shut up," and then looks at the other two and just rolls her eyes just like, for fuck's sake.
It's a thumbs up from the back.
So we'll
Yeah, Ed just gives a thumbs up too.
this is comical and I love every second of it. So, okay, she'll go into the room, look around. Is there anyone here? Because I'm guessing that there is. That's what Jewel is expecting.
Make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I'm going to do you a favour, Lex, just because I can see you trying to move Cog as well. So let me go bang and attach to you. There you go. Cog will move with you now.
Good man. Thank you.
Disadvantage was a 10.
10.
And the reason you rolled
really
shit is because I'm
see
talking
anything.
into your head going, what do you see? How's it going? What do I need to do?
Yeah, so you can't perceive very much at all. It's really a struggle in here
Okay.
to sort of pick up on anything.
I can't see anything. Okay, I will actually turn back and whisper, anybody got a light?
Edgius will go over to one of the sconces, pull one of the candles off of the sconce, and hand it to Jewel.
Not quite what I was expecting, but sure. She'll grab it and walk into the room.
I've broken enough of them at
As you
this
walk
point.
into the room, the candle light snuffs out.
Kevin pulls out a torch from his backpack. It provides bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. Hands
You
it
know
to Jewel.
Jewel,
Okay.
as you take the torch and take it into the room.
Lex has just had a thought. He hasn't done it in a while, but given where we are and how we think they all might be interconnected with the shadows and everything, I'm going to light my lantern of tracking, which glows green with a green flame if there's any aberrations or aberration types within 300 feet. Thinking there might be some shadow creatures lurking in the proverbial shadows.
It's a rather
So the
comic...
whole house. Yeah,
Go on, Dan.
we've all got dark vision, but we've all lit a light up. Why not?
So yeah, guessing that if Jules walked in with this lantern and it's snuffed out, Jewel also presumably disappears. So she will come back out of nowhere, just holding a dead lamp, and just hand it to Cavan and be like, "Okay, so something magical is going on here, and we cannot use light. So any ideas?"
I don't know, man.
Is my lantern... What flame colour is my lantern, Mr. DM?
Your lantern is burning a bright yellow flame.
Okay. No, my hunter is incorrect. And I'll just snuff it out again.
Aegeus will tap the side of his head, engaging the 120 feet of dark vision that he's had the entire time. And 1 second. And,
I mean, Jules got dark vision anyway, so I'm guessing if she can't see...
If push comes to shove, Cog does have true sight. Sorry, I should have said that in character. If there is like a magical veil, Cog might be able to see with his true sight.
Can we see anything with our dark vision?
None of you can currently see in this room with dark vision either.
Fuck's sake.
And Cog's true sight doesn't work either.
Cog can see into this room with true sight.
Go on, Cog.
Lex, can Cog either guide you or report back? What?
Yeah, okay. Come on, Cog. I'll go first. I'll make my way past people.
Yeah, I'll get back out of the way. So
I'll try and make it look like I know what I'm doing with this espionage business. I'm usually direct, and so this espionage business is a bit alien to me. What should I be looking out for?
Very good.
People or
Cog,
more
as
doors?
you walk straight...
Right.
Yeah, so as you walk straight forward, looking for more doors now, Cog instantly pulls you back and indicates that there is some sort of tripwire about 5 or 10 feet in front of you. He then informs you that there are multiple tripwires all around this room.
Oh, it's a Mission Impossible laser beam flipping. There seems to be quite a lot of booby traps, like tripwires on the floor.
Well, don't trip any of them.
I know I'm not used to espionage, but I'm pretty sure that one is obvious.
I am just checking.
Lex and Cog, you've got this. We're gonna stay watch from the hallway. Make your way in, find out what's in there, and report back. But you've got this.
And I'm going to give Lex bardic inspiration as I say that.
Nice.
I lean into
Lex,
Jewel and I just say, Jewel, this feels like a setup. This guy hasn't moved. We haven't heard a sound since we've been in here. I feel like something is drawing us. I don't know. It feels like they've known we're coming, and
to be honest, from my experience, this is just a very paranoid individual. He lives by himself in the middle of the forest.
All right, man.
I understand your hesitation, and I am ready to leave immediately.
Yeah. Let's see what Cog finds. Lex, fucking be careful.
Okay,
so with Cog's true sight then, he begins to tug at your coat, Lex. Now, we're going to speed this up. Rather than just have you move through the room, I am going to ask you to make me a survival check at advantage, please, to see if you trigger any of these tripwires, and what that also helps you find.
Right. I rolled it on the first one, but I rolled it again just for shits and gigs, and I'm not fucking about. I rolled 2 20s.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
The gift of Christmas is upon us, folks.
Oh, beautiful.
So,
Cog
21.
instantly pulls you in a short way, and there's a moment where your foot just sort of catches a little bit against the tripwire, and you manage to swing it back around, and then Cog leads you over, and your knee bumps against something metallic and seems to stick up out of the floor. And that's in this location just here.
Okay, now we make it all the way that way.
Fuck's sake, he's been in there for a while.
A metallic thing sticking out of the floor.
Yeah, so Lex is now here and has walked into this metallic thing sticking out of the floor. Lex, what would you like to do?
Get Cog to describe what it is to me. So obviously I can't see it, right?
Sound in your ear. Cog simply says, a mechanical lever.
Oh, is there any instructions anywhere that Cog can see that would say? Does it, if it says, obviously, I don't want it to say self-destruct on it, for example.
No words on it.
I'll
lever
say
is safe,
to
honest.
Jewel, am I too far to shout? Well, I'll say it in your head. There's a mechanical lever. Should I pull it?
Absolutely.
Which
Absolutely
comes
what?
out loud to everybody else because, yeah, well done, Kevin.
Wait, what? Wait,
do
what are
you mean
you saying absolutely to?
And then you'll just hear a as I pull it.
And it is quite loud. It's just this ting, 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 ting. And then you just hear just this.
The fuck's going on, Jewel?
A large painting to the north of the wall slides open, and while this room is in darkness, you can now see the light beyond this room as a study opens up.
So yeah, Jewel would be like, "Oh yes, he said there was a lever, and should he pull it?" I said yes.
Yeah, no, look. There's some light. As you stick your head in, there's light over there to the left.
Can we stick our head in and see like through the darkness to that?
You can, and as you stick your head in, you see a familiar-looking half-elven, half-dwarven individual sat at a desk with their fingers just like this, just waiting.
Cock.
Like Scarface with like two Uzis and a big mountain of...
I'm
Okay.
going to cast Silent Image. I've been waiting for this for so long. Oh, sweet God. So, I'm going to cast Silent Image. I can create an image of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 15-foot cube. So, I'm imagining this painting is no bigger than 15 feet by 15 feet. So I am actually going to make it look like the wall hasn't moved. And the idea here is the entire time I'm changing what it looks like to be the thing behind us. So almost like it's mirroring whatever is behind us as I step into the room, and as I place both hands outwards, smoke kind of ripples through the darkness around my arms and creates this almost like visage in front of us of this 15-foot cube area as I step in and go, "Stay behind me," and then step forward ever so slightly into the room as quietly as I fucking can, making it look like we're basically behind this 15-foot cube of whatever is behind us. So it's kind of like reflecting what is behind us.
So it's open, but there's nothing there almost, is what he would say.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you are pushing this forward and you're behind it, right?
Yes, I'm holding my hands out and it's in front of me, and I'm gonna take a small step this way.
Just flanking you, right behind you, just right on your shoulder. Have my hand axe out, and my javelin in my other hand.
Okay then, bear with me just a second. Let me just add this into here then, so we know where the man is.
I hope we don't have to fight him, I don't think. We're powerful enough to fight him.
I hope to God that this silent image is going to do it for us, that we can just get in the room at least and then just jump his ass with rope, hold people's, all the shit.
Now,
I mean, he perfectly knows we're here.
what's the save for silent image?
Doesn't change locations. It must
Dragon looks
So-
badass.
A creature that uses an action to examine the image can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. DC. If the creature discerns what the illusion is, it can see through the image. So he's got to come and like actually check out my 15-foot cube.
And then we can jump him.
Okay. So he has heard the wall move. And he's just going to sit there as you all approach into the room.
I motion to...
Well. Go.
I motion to Lex, and I say... I just say it, but I'm like mouthing it. I can grab him.
Yeah. And I'll say to Edgius in his mind, give Cavan the word, and he'll grab him.
Edgius will nod.
Jules going to be in the back of all of this, probably not even entering the study. Suddenly, obviously hearing Dragon say, well, and she'll be like, fuck.
And you leave, dear? I'll wait outside.
No, but she's going to try and keep that... I don't know. You guys go.
So you're just going to hear this. Well. Intruders in my home. It is a nice trick. I'm going to cast Counterspell and you see his hand shoot out. Now, what spell level is Silent Image?
First level.
First level. Your spell ends. And you are all revealed.
Edgius has just stood there with his hands out and goes, evening. As he's then going to try and cast Hold Person on him straight away.
Okay. Go for it. Yeah, make me... Oh, that's me that's got to make the save.
Yeah.
So what type of save?
It's a wisdom. Come on.
There's a 16 to save.
Fuck my life. He saves.
With that, as you then cast Hold Person, and he just almost lifts a hand and batters it away.
I look to Edgius for a signal. I'm just waiting.
Go! Get him!
And I
And Dragon's
literally...
just going to say, okay, we do this the hard way.
I sprint in a direct line to him and leap over the desk to try to tackle and grapple him. And so I'm using my rage and my grappling pin.
Jules, seeing it all go to shit, is going to be pouncing behind Cavan, thinking we need to get him grappled quick.
Very good. Well, I think this is the time where we all roll initiative, then, please.
Yes.
We're gonna...
Fuck!
Let's go.
Nice.
With advantage, 17.
Let's go, baby. Let's go with that advantage. I love that.
I got 6.
Oh, shit. Hang on. So...
17 for Cavan.
6, 7, 8. Edgius, you got what, sorry?
21.
Oh.
21. Jewel?
20.
20. Cavan?
17.
17. Lex?
I got a 6.
6. Very good. Let's just fix that. Excellent. So we are on Edgius first then, believe it or not, as Jewel, I believe, dart forward. Aegis, what are you doing in this moment?
As I see Cavan like break to go charge him and go charge him down, Aegis in his head is like, 2's better than 1. So he's going to charge him as well. Drawing his defender, short sword in the shape of a katana, and he's going to just run and charge. I'm going to try and just stab it through him and pin him to the chair. My hope is that my sword will like pin through his shoulder to the chair. At minimum clothing is what I'm aiming for. And then I'm going to do a defensive flourish.
30. Cool. So you move up to there, I'm assuming, and then go to stab in. So roll to hit, please.
Let's go. Come on. Fuck me. Come on. I need this right now. Oh, you son of a bitch. That's a 17. Thank God for that defender.
17 does not hit as your katana just hits against plate armor. And you see an illusion just... Where there were these simple robes, you now see a full set of plate armor around Dragon. Not so easy, my friend.
I will... cool. I'm going to make that a defensive flourish. So, when you take attack, entering weapon speed, the entering the weapon hits you, expend the bar reduce to die. You also add the number. It did not hit, though, did it?
No.
Cool. I'm just going to roll my Bardic Inspiration and add it to my fucking HP. I get a +4 to my AC. Thanks to my defensive flourish. And with that, I also get an extra 10 feet of movement, so I will take a step back. He can have an opportunity attack, and I'll back myself against this back wall.
Yeah, so that'll be the 10 feet of movement to there. So where did you go? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So yes, you can move over to there. So the attack of opportunity as... yeah, Dragon just lifts this longsword from his seat and just swings it towards you. That is a natural 1.
Aegis ducks in and goes, "No, Cavan, no!" As Aegis's body illusion drops and he turns full skeleton because he's focusing now on the combat and not keeping up his illusion anymore.
Very good. Technically, it's Jewel next.
Yes. I mean, I have to sort of run this with Cavan, but basically, I can get that she probably would speed past Cavan, even though he's a speedy bugger. She's going to also needs to anyway, thematically and by the rules, use her feline agility, and so you see her just get down onto the floor and then just run full pelt straight up here, bounce off the back wall, and then get to here. That will be her movement, because she's managed to double her movement. She's got, I say quite a bit left. She's got 10 feet, I think, left of her normal movement. But it's probably going to use her action to hold, to get ready and use the shackles on Dragon. But she's only going to try.
So
when Cavan's
take out and ready an action to slam these manacles on the minute Cavan has Dragon grappled, and then we are over to Cavan then as you sort of roar. I'm assuming you're running in
right over the desk and just diving, Supermaning over the desk.
Oh,
okay,
love it.
Doing that like parkour thing where you just sort of push yourself so that you keep going forwards and.
Make me a strength athletics check then, please, to grapple.
Emperor Palpatine against Mace Windu spin towards him.
I'm also I have, while I'm doing that, I've entered rage, which means I gain advantage on strength checks.
Let's go, Tom. Let's go. Get this grapple.
If it's also an attack, do we have do we have the +2 for flanking, or am I the wrong side?
Oh,
that's fine if I'm not.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Yes. Correct answer.
So
5, 10, 15. Yep, go for it. Sorry, I was fucking around there.
that's right. My athletics bonus is +6, and I just rolled a 17, so it's 23.
Shit. So, Dragon rolls a grand total of 18 as you just pounce over this desk and just clamp him, and the muscles begin to tense and ripple in Cavan's arms as he just grabs hold of Dragon and holds everything in place. Jewel, you're ready to action at this point.
Yeah.
I am going to ask you to make me...
Sleight of hand?
make me a dexterity check, please.
Alright.
I'll allow sleight of hand, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Love it. Let's go.
Sleight of hand 21.
Let's go.
Shit.
21. I mean, I don't know why I'm rolling because I knew that was going to be shit anyway, but you slam the manacles on, and there's a moment where Dragon just sort of grins and spits in Cavan's face, and then... What is this? What is this? And you can see him sort of flexing his hands and trying to do something, but whatever is there, the magic will not work. Oh, hang on. No. Technically. He is then... No, because that was just movement, wasn't it? Sorry. It was just... Yes, just planar travel and unnatural movement. Sorry, I spoke out of turn there. So as he has these manacles on behind his back then, he drops the sword and is just going to look... You fuckers! And this dark energy is just going to blast out in a 15-foot cone from him, which is going to affect you, Cavan. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
So, Tom, you've used your movement, use your bonus action to rage, use your action to grapple. Oh, fuck me, yeah.
Yeah.
I get two attacks though, but I mean there is that. But I so it's an 8 plus. Did you say con plus 5 is 13?
13. Okay. Do you wish to make a second attack?
Pin him. Pin him with your grapple feet.
That's what my first attack was, the grappling pin. So
You have him pinned right now.
I have him pinned. Yeah, I turn to him. As he spits in my face, and I see Jewel put the shackle on him, I say, "Spitting's fucking rude," and I headbutt him, head to head.
You have advantage on the roll,
strike,
Tom.
please. Unarmed attack.
So what?
Yeah, you have advantage because he's pinned, because he's restrained.
Is he restrained or grappled?
He's grappled.
Both.
Well, he's grappled and restrained.
If
Well,
he's
I
pinned,
was going to say, because grappled, usually restrained is the one after grappled. So,
But it's because of the feature of.
Oh,
Cavan,
no,
I
that's
believe
fine. Yeah,
counts
if it
as
is,
a
then that's
restrained. Yeah.
Technically, we're
that's
both
very
restrained.
cool. That's really cool.
You are both restrained until the grapple ends. So yes, you're both restrained.
Okay, that is a.
Tom,
Yeah.
what pin do you have him in? Can you describe your jiu-jitsu position at the moment?
Dude, I just have underhooks, so I've got him in like a bear hug. For those that don't know, just in a bear hug. He's up against a chair, and I've just got him there. I've also got my legs kind of like wrapped around his legs, so he can't kick me off or anything like that. It almost feels like literally I'm a bear that's right, kind of grappled him in front. And then I just
angry koala.
Yeah, the angry koala, exactly. As an unarmed strike with a headbutt, it is a 16. 10 and 6 is 16.
16 does not beat his armor class because he's wearing plate armor. So you just boom and hit against this helmeted head as he just. Fuck you.
Yeah, that hurt. But I'm still hanging on. I'm still like fucking. My main concern is to just keeping him grappled.
Very good. It is then Dragon's go, where he uses this Dark Blast ability, which you then fail, and you are going to take... Oh, we'll do that. 5, 6, 9, 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
As this dark energy blast just... And you see as this wave of energy washes over Cavan, he manages to hold on. The hair sort of goes white for a moment. But he is...
Fuck's sake, do something!
And then that is it. So Lex, what are you going to do?
Right. If I wanted Jewel to pass me the potion, it would have to be technically using her reaction. I don't know if that'd be allowed.
Well, I've already used my reaction to hold my action, because I believe that uses up a reaction. So
Okay, I've got a plan B.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've got a plan B. So I will run in up to him, and to try and give us an advantage in the fight, I'm going to use my shocking grasp, which is a touch, but I'm going to put my hand, like my fingers in his eyes, and shocking grasp his eyes to try and blind him.
Amazing. Oh, you absolute
nice.
fucking legend.
I like it.
So that's a plus
Is that
6
a
to
save
hit.
or a... Yeah,
Plus 6
go
to
for
hit.
it.
Now, I know he's going directly for the eye, so this may not count, but anyone with plate armor, I believe he has advantage with anyway, or something, doesn't he?
It's metal, isn't it? Let me just look at that.
Anyone
If
wearing
the
metal.
target is wearing metal, armor made of metal on a hit, he also takes lightning damage. Takes an extra 1d8.
There we go.
Yeah.
Shock the
Boom,
fuck out
sorry.
of those eyes.
And I rolled a
motherfucker.
22 to hit.
Yeah, so you just... And you can just see Dragon there go...
So this is going to be 3d8 worth of lightning damage to his fucking eyeballs.
Oh yeah.
10. Don't get too excited. It's only 10. I rolled some shit dice. 10 points of lightning damage to his cornea.
Roll me a
Hoping to
D100,
blind him.
please.
Oh. Oh.
Come on, Danny.
17.
17.
Well, I rolled the 10 and when I got a 7 and a 10.
Okay, yeah, so 17. As much as you want this to blind him, for some reason, even though the shock just is into his face, and you can see scorch marks, doesn't quite blind him as you wish.
Still fucking good, though.
Anything else on your turn?
As a bonus action, would Cavan do that? I'm tempted to give Cavan Dragon
Did you roll
Breath.
that with advantage, by the way, your to hit? Sorry.
No, I didn't.
Roll it again, because he's restrained, so you will get advantage on
I
that.
didn't get a natural 20, no.
That's fine, cool, don't worry about it.
Because that was only a cantrip. I could do a bonus action spell, and I'm tempted... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to touch... What?
Suggest.
Would I? Oh. I was going to do protection from energy on Cavan, but the energy types are not what just happened to him through that darkness wave, so that's a fucking waste of time. I will... I'll just say, go with Cavan, and I'll touch Cavan, and I'll give him Dragon's Breath.
Nice.
So you can breathe cold, ice, fire, lightning, acid, poison out of your mouth.
You have to
whenever
pick
you
one.
like.
Yeah, you have to pick one.
You can pick one
You have to
the
pick
first
one.
time you use it, and then as an
No,
action
you
you
have
can...
to pick one. If you're imbuing it,
Oh.
you have to pick it.
Poison.
Just checking, Daddy. Can you not quicken a spell?
It's already a bonus action casting spell anyway.
Okay. What about suggestion?
He's definitely going to make a 14 saving throw. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Make a decision.
No, sorry, mate. It's all you.
Cavan's
Make
got
a
Dragon's
decision.
Breath and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
poison damage.
Very good.
Poison
Poison
damage.
damage on the dragon's breath then. Lex, anything else on your turn?
Yes, I will. Hang on, I've got 10 feet left of movement, so I will. 5, 10. I'm not standing next to the fucker, I'm not an idiot.
Very good. He dropped his sword anyway, so the attack of opportunity is pointless. Also, can't currently use his
And I'm
hands,
concentrating on the Dragon's
not
Breath
to
for Cavern.
move around. Concentration, very good.
So I'm thinking
Dragon
you
will,
can't punch
however,
him because
use-
you're holding him, so you could literally just.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although Jewel might catch some friendly fire.
Warn Jewel if you don't mind.
So
Heads
Dragon
up.
at this point is going to use a legendary action to cast a
Fuck off.
spell, and is going to cast a 3rd level vampiric touch on Cavern.
God.
What?
I'm a pen.
Oh.
He's a fucking
I
vampire.
feel like we fucked up.
Yeah, do you think we could have negotiated our way
Bear
out?
with me.
Yeah,
I think
it was
we've got
a bit,
this.
We got this.
Thank you very
The
much.
original
for the
plan
follow.
was to not fight him, but you know.
we're trying to get into a position where we can now
Now this is going to be a
interrogate
melee.
him.
It should be at
Yeah.
disadvantage, but he's got advantage against Cavern because they're both restrained, so it's just a straight roll. So spell casting, melee spell attack. Where am I looking? There we go. That is a 17 to hit Cavern.
That hits.
You are going to take 7 points of necrotic damage, and you notice where some of those scorch marks are across Dragon's face, they just begin to fade a little bit, but only a little bit, as he heals slightly as well. We'll then up the top to Edgius. What do you want to do?
Okay. Edgius is going to. Edgius is going to run past Lex and go, "I'm coming, Gavin!" I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump basically next to him, and as my action, I'll try and cast Hold Person again.
Very good. Go for it.
Big roll. Big roll.
Come on.
That's all you. That's all you, Matt.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
please.
The opposite of big roll.
That is a 10. However, what level is whole person?
It's going to be a 4th level.
Tries to cast counterspell and fails, and is immediately then just held even more and can't do anything. Now can no longer cast spells or do anything, as his body's just.
He is now
Nice,
paralyzed.
there we go.
He is now 100% paralyzed.
Fucking clutch.
Edgius is going to come in and he's going to go, "Sit still!" Lift off the dude's helmet with my use object action, and then I'm going to grab his fucking face and squeeze at the cheek so it opens his mouth, and I'll ready my whatever I have to do to Jewel and go, "Pour the poison!" And I will just hold
So you
his
just
mouth
shout
open.
at Jewel to pour the poison, as Jewel's up next anyway.
Yeah.
Therefore-
Oh,
yeah, go on.
and I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Cavern and go, "Keep holding him," so that you also have a D6 for if he tries to break out of that. Though he can't because he's paralyzed, but just
Nice.
I
in
was
case.
going to say he's
Nice.
paralysed. He's going to do fuck all right now.
Cool, yeah, so Jewel is going to pick out the poison, having paid very careful attention as to which one was which when they were handed over. Knows which one then to pour. Don't want to give him the antidote now. And we'll pour the paralysing poison. I believe that was one we got, didn't it?
Yep. Potion
So-
of paralysis, yes.
Yes. So pours that down Dragon's gullet. So, well, actually, let's just say for ease, because it will make it easier. Gets round to there, pours it in, and then make sure that he swallows it. Like clamps his mouth.
Good. So you pour it in his mouth and sort of close his mouth and just
Oh.
massage the neck a little bit, and you can and
Shout-
Edgius holds
I'll
the
shout to
nose
Cog.
as well.
I'll shout to Cog, start the timer!
As literally the whole spherical body of Cog starts moving around the eye, and it's a
Well-
little bit disconcerting.
Once once he's swallowed, and like grunts or something, Jewel will then say, "That was paralyzing poison. It is going to paralyze you very soon. So you better answer our questions honestly and truthfully."
And in
and
that
you may
moment,
live.
you see this. As his heart beats, there is just like this pulse of black or darkness that just pulses through his body, through all his veins, and you can see that. Kevin, you feel him almost go a little bit more rigid and limp. And
Yeah.
it's like the eyes are there and moving, and
I feel that, and
Are we out of combat?
Buddy.
I'm going to say for this, we are out of combat now.
all right. Even though we're out of combat, I feel him go a little bit rigid, but he has, the headbutt didn't go well, and then he kind of put some poison on me. So I've lost control a little bit. So I lean forward and I rip his ear off, because I can't control myself.
Tyson style.
Yeah, and
Roll to hit with advantage, please.
yeah. Oh fuck, that was not one. But that was a 17. Is that
Nice.
plus?
17
Is that
plus.
an
Plus
unarmed
what?
strike? So it's plus
Unarmed
6. So it's
strike,
23.
Roll damage.
Rip that fucking ear off. That half-elven ear off. Slightly pointy.
That's 15 plus 4 is, I believe, 19.
19 points of damage if you just bite in and you can just see on the face the pain, but they can't do anything about it. And there's sort of this, and you realise, Edgius, at this point that your spell is actually holding the rest of the body paralysed, whereas the potion leaves them free to talk. That's the way it was explained.
Edgius will be like, Kevin, start tying your rope around him. Lex, get his legs. And then Edgius will keep the hold person until he's bound fully.
Jewel will grab sort of the front of his chest plate and like pull his face up to Jules and be like, "Is that pain you are feeling? That is nothing. What you did to Silra."
I step off of him now, and I just pull his ear out of my mouth, and I say, "Jewel, I'm sorry, but he had it coming, man." And I just throw his ear on the ground.
Oh, and never leaves eye contact with Dragon. "Oh, do not apologize. This one, he will pay."
Quickly, bind him. I can't hold this much
And
longer.
it's at this point when Edgius says quickly bind him, you notice that the sconces on the rear walls here that look more like lamps or modern day gas lamps begin to just flash.
Does that mean he's calling for backup?
Hurry up! Quickly!
Grab him!
Let's get him.
And let's drag him out of the room now.
Let's get him the fuck out of here. Let's
Very
get him the
good.
fuck out of here.
So you very quickly begin to drag Dragon out of the room and sort of stumble past the tripwires, so to speak, and manage to avoid them through the front door as you bundle it open and just throw yourselves out, as in that moment there is just this almighty... and the house itself implodes.
Sure.
At this point, Mace comes running up, sort of, you just hear the mechanical and this dragging sound as he just spins this wagon behind him. Am I right on time, boys? And girls.
Absolutely perfect.
Perfect.
Bad boys,
you nailed
bad
it.
boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
As we chuck his bound body into the cart.
Yeah. Throw the
Fucking look at
Hessian
him.
sack over him.
Yeah, and say, let's get out of here. Back to Dryad's Gate.
Very good. At this point, then, Mace turns around and goes, well, one thing first, and just claps his hands together and just... And as he casts this spell, this large, giant elk appears in this sort of spectral form, and he just grabs the front of the wagon and attaches it to this celestial saddle. Jumps on the front of the wagon. We'll get in the back then, let's go.
As we get in, Edgius makes sure to elbow fucking Dragon as hard as he can with his sharp, bony elbow as he climbs
Bony
into the
elbows
wagon.
as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, so this is-
The not so funny bone.
I might just keep shocking, grasping him on the ride. It's only a cantrip. I'm just gonna. Zzz.
Very good then. Now, Jewel, you remembered that within a few hours this would kill the individual. So, as
Oh, no.
Mace just... Yeah! And you begin charging through the forest now. You hear the shouts of guards, and they all begin running to the house. And Mace is just pelting this wagon towards the tree where Daryl/Aramis is. And Aramis just goes, whoa, 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 whoa. And very quickly just opens up the gate as this wagon just barrels through. And then
Looking Back
Daryl
to the
dives
Future,
through
just
afterwards and just
before.
sort of lands on the floor, just sort of...
Daryl,
I
shut
know
it!
you
Shut it,
think.
Daryl! Shut it!
Shit! Closes the door. And this, my friends, is where we are going to end episode 43 and where we are going to leave it for 2023. So well done. That was awesome. Great teamwork there. Fucking fantastic.
That could have gone
combat.
tits up, though, couldn't
Loved
it?
the
I
outcome.
mean, it was going tits up, and we
That
pulled
could have
that
gone
one.
very
We
tits
reeled
up.
that right back.
Yeah, absolutely. I did not get to get off half of Dragon's spells there, is all I'm going to say. So,
Well, as soon as you said
well done.
legendary action, I thought, fuck, we are
Yeah.
shafted here.
Yeah.
Saving
Running
that
2023 on
little
a
bit.
TPK.
Good stuff.
Campaign
Look,
3.
It has been a genuine pleasure tonight, a genuine pleasure for the past year to DM for this campaign. So thank you to the four of you for being amazing. What a way to finish our year with a successful heist and a successful kidnapping by the Danger Protection Agency, the Planar Detective Agency.
Well,
So,
thank
yes,
you,
thank you so
DM,
much.
for
Yeah.
No, thank
sending
you
us
very
on this
much.
route.
Yeah,
we've
cheers,
loved
man.
the whole year.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Thank
Slapped.
you very much. As has just been said in the chat as well, thank you so much to our Twitch raiders tonight. It was amazing. Thank you to all who stuck around. We love you so much. Hopefully you've enjoyed tonight. If you have, then we will be back in a few weeks. So we will not be here next week because it is Christmas Day. We will not be there the week after because it is New Year's Day. But the 8th of January, I believe it is, will be our first session back. So we look forward to seeing you then. Yes, this is Malt Magic for 2023. So until next time, have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, or whatever you're doing through December. Enjoy it. We love you always. Stay safe. This has been Malt Magic, and we will see you next time.